If love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
I don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still some sauce with the show, and till then, his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, cute as could be. You can watch on YouTube with view for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Oh, man. Kind of wish I could quibble right now, but he's not here. Our boy is hurting right now. Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Tuesday. Leroy, of course, we all saw yesterday at the start of the show. He had a bad arm injury, and so he's endeavoring to get that diagnosed. So he will take his time. Maybe he'll be on the show today, but maybe not. I just want him to be. I want him to be all the way back. So I want him to feel better, and you know how stuff goes medically. So we'll hope that he's all right, but apparently that arm just got worse yesterday again. We saw by the end of the show, and it was a balloon.
It was scary. Like, I'm concerned for him.
Yeah, I am too. He's already had enough pain in his life physically, so hopefully we get some kind of good news. But apparently the docs were like, oh, we need to get that looked at. That's never a good sign. Morning, Brittney. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Let us get to our headlines. Those are brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami at a Domino's game, you will always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. As last night, the U.S.'s World Cup run comes to a crashing halt and end with a 4-1 loss to Belgium. Really tough way to go out. I think the thing that was depressing about it, and I say this as somebody very much not as invested in this as, you know, the diehard soccer fans that were hoping this was going to be different. And after that great first game against Paraguay, who had shown some good stuff throughout the tournament, I think people had this idea that, you know, this was going to be the year that U.S., you know, was going to be different. And, well, yesterday, in like 30 seconds, Belgium's on the board. So you're already fighting from behind. And then they even it, but that equalizer lasts like 30 seconds. And then just, wow. Just, I saw one of the most embarrassing things I've seen on any kind of sporting field I could remember with what that goalie did, because that was horrible.
I was so beside me. I'm not, again, like you, I'm not somebody who loves soccer, or I really only pay attention during the World Cup. But I was so disappointed because his team actually made me care. They actually made me think that we had a shot at going far. And here we are today.
Where we always are. That's where we always are. Like, this is what it has been my entire lifetime in the World Cup. I will say, as everybody knows, I'm an admitted not big soccer fan. I have watched more World Cup non-US than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I have enjoyed this tournament. I thought that Argentina Capo Verde was magical. I thought that England and Mexico was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this was obviously a stressful US run as well, because you had the first game and then Pulisic has the injury and we're all kind of wondering, is he going to be okay? And then, of course, with Flo Balogun and this whole red card nonsense, I will say it is embarrassing. You can't even win when you cheat, but you know,
right?
I mean, that's certainly, that does not help.
But you can't help but feel that it was a little bit of karma.
Maybe, or you know, or I think it just almost makes you feel worse, because it's like, hey, we got your guy here, and you still got just absolutely waxed.
I was like, I wish
Um,
he would just played. I wish he didn't play.
Yeah, maybe natural order just should have been how it was, where
Yeah.
they didn't just test whatever soccer gods are out there. But I don't know. The soccer gods always seem to just kind of leave them in the round of 16. It seems to be where the soccer gods just always leave it. But if it makes any soccer fans feel better, I am enjoying this tournament. Just, I see everybody very mad and saying same old USA, and I can't really disagree. This felt different. Like, I felt like there was at times right before disaster struck, I kind of felt like US was starting to get a little mojo going. But I don't know. Sometimes you watch some things in sports in slow motion because of how bad it's going to be. And that goalie, dude, I mean, him just absolutely taking a chunk out of the turf and whiffing and just leaving his goal wide ass open. And old ponytail dude just having nothing for him. I know everybody seems to hate. Was it Reams? Everybody seems to hate, and they hate his ass. Listen, get him out of there. Whatever we need to do. I'm all for revamping it, but I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, this has been a conversation on my sports life, my entire life, of when is the USA going to catch up? When is the USA? I don't know if they ever are, but I think the thing that would have showed a little bit more excitement for people is just being competitive, and to have that meltdown happen and then just to get boat raced afterwards because you completely packed it up. Not to mention, what the hell happened to Pulisic? I mean, like, he kicked the dude right in the shin, and did he have a boo-boo, and that's why he was out?
It said, like, something about a bruise on his leg.
Bruise?
Yes, that's essentially what it was.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
And it was just disappointing to see, like, someone like Capo Verde to, like, be so competitive against Argentina.
Guts. They had such guts in that game.
What a game that was. But to see them do that, and then for the U.S. to go out and we were the favorites against Belgium, correct? Because they're like an older team. Like, they're kind of past their glory days.
I think we were slight favorites.
Yeah.
I think we were slight favorites. I think there was like a little bit of mojo. Like, I know on Kalshi, I'm not doing a read here, but I believe we were slight favorites, Brittney.
Yeah, like, I believe we were favorites because Belgium's glory days are behind them a little bit. They're an older team. But all it showed was experience, I guess. Not even age was a factor. It was pure experience because they just outplayed the U.S. Like, it felt like they could have scored more. I felt like it could have been worse. Like, they were almost a little bit nice.
Yeah, they weren't nice when they added on that extra goal to make it 4-1. I mean, and they were peacocking. I mean,
that's
afterwards.
but he's their best player ever.
Yeah, that was rough. My son, this he really cared about, and he was really upset last night. I mean, he was heartbroken to see the U.S. go out like that, and I didn't know what to tell him. I'm just like, look, man, I thought this year was going to be different. I will say, all my soccer friends told me it was going to be different. So now you got me relaying false information to Tommy Tobin. Thanks a lot, guys. So I don't know. It was an ugly night. It was an ugly night. I can't say it was the worst day in the world because, I mean, I spent my day watching FIBA and Heat Summer League, and I actually had a fantastic time afterwards.
Was off the charts.
I mean, it was incredible. I mean, what a day it was yesterday. I mean, did you guys see what Nikola Jović did to Bosnia Herzegovina?
No,
I can't say that I did know.
Well, let me just tell you guys something.
You're the one that has a subscription.
Yeah.
And you want to know something? I think I'm tired of you guys shaming me about it.
We're not shaming you.
We're not shaming you.
Telling you the truth.
I
you
just
have it, we don't.
I'm just telling you, it's worth the subscription because I was sitting there yesterday. What a delight. I get to toggle between Pelle Larsson and his headband and Nikola Jović just absolutely lighting it up. I'm like, this is international competition. This is the peak right here. Qualifying for the World Cup. The USA didn't even have to qualify. They just got an automatic bid. A red carpet just to yak all over themselves. I'm telling you, man. It was a great day was had by old Tobes. And then in the night game, I mean, this Ryan Conwell. I think we may have Ray Allen. I'm just saying.
Oh, you're already
okay.
We might have Ray Allen.
We're gonna start.
I'm just telling you. You can feel how you want to feel. You guys could be, conservative about it. I'm just telling you. Last night what he did against Golden State was nothing short of marvelous. and really headstrong as well. You know, you got to give it up for Ryan Conwell. Anybody could have had a bad day yesterday where somebody yanks your number away and you're just like, do I even matter? And instead, he turned that into fuel. And he went and dropped 26 points on the Golden State Warriors' second summer league team, because they have 2 summer league teams. I've never heard of this before. So really just has to be commended for his ability to put things behind him. So a tip of the cap to you, Ryan Conwell. I mean, really just an unbelievable performance. That's how you deal with adversity, Team USA. If somebody takes something from you, you go back and you do your best no matter the circumstances, all right? And Belgium has sat here for years, and everybody's taken their waffle recipe and made a fortune off of it. And you want to know something? You know what they've done? They got better at soccer than we did.
Yep.
And that's just that. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what else I learned is originates in Belgium?
The Smurfs.
You told me that one, yes. French fries.
What?
Yeah.
What?
French fries were invented in Brussels.
You sure about that?
Hand to God.
Why aren't
the
they
name?
Belgium fries?
Mhm.
I don't know that much. I just know that they originated in Brussels. They were invented in Brussels.
Not certain.
I can promise. Look it up.
I don't want to look it up. I'm tired of
Why?
that. There's one thing I don't need. It's more Belgium in my life. Did you just see what they did to us? They embarrassed us.
I know.
All right. I'm surprised they didn't come on here and say, hey, it's welcome to the Unts radio show. I don't want to talk about him anymore.
Do they do?
Apparently, it's called French for the cut method.
But I was right? It's
So they're the first to fry a potato, but like what is it? Like a circle? That's not a French fry.
No,
That's an unhold
no,
waffle fry.
it's like a culinary. What is like?
culinary knife cut.
Yes,
that
culinary knife
slices
of
food into
French.
thin strips.
So that's a culinary knife cut is French. So then it's French fries.
Okay. But what is the
When
the
American
Belgian
soldiers
version?
were stationed in French-speaking Belgium during World War One, they loved the fried potatoes, but assumed the dish was French.
Not certain. You haven't convinced me. I got to be honest with you.
I'm not convinced reading this.
Yeah, that sounds fake.
How is it fake?
Hunter says Tobin believes we have the next Ray Allen, but doesn't believe French fries are from Belgium. Yeah, you've nailed
right?
it. Yeah, welcome to the show, dude. I'm glad that you could join us here. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm really, I apologize. The World Football Scoreboard is brought to you by your local Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is truly a match for every match with 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, spicy margaritas with Casamigos, and unrivaled views. All tournament, Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. So if you want to, feel better about soccer, at least our guy, Messi, is going to be in action today, and you guys can catch that, so we have that. If it makes anybody feel any better. That's at noon today, takes on Egypt. And so we'll have that on here in studio. And then at 4 o'clock today, Switzerland and Colombia. We'll get going. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to a little weather here, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roof repairs, maintenance, hurricane impact, windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Currently in Miami, 88 degrees, partly sunny. I like to look at it as partly sunny instead of partly cloudy. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Heat advisory today. Those conditions will be until 11 a.m., so it's soupy out there. Possible thunderstorms around 1 o'clock and 74% on the humidity. So that's what we got there. Also got a fun couple of giveaways here. The first one I'll tell you about is, the soccer tournament is here. Well, not for USA anymore, but it is still here, and it's going on. And we're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued around $300 from our friends at Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. For your chance to win, text the word Jersey to 20357. Jersey. Text that to 20357. For more information, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. As we're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, Julian says, Tobin, do you have the Goosies with Ray Allen as new Heat shooting coach? Yeah, I saw this circulating around Instagram. That's not real. I mean, he's not the Heat shooting coach. The Heat have a shooting coach, a very good shooting coach, and they have Wayne Ellington. So I don't know where people let me get this straight.
Are people getting got?
Yeah, people get got all the time. People are idiots. And I saw this on multiple Instagram posts. They're just like, Ray Allen is going to be the Heat shooting coach. And I'm here to ask you guys. We all know the Heat need shooting, or they had. I will tell you, yesterday didn't look like we need shooting because Jović, dude. I mean, 7 of 9 from downtown, and Ryan Conwell. But that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys think that Ray Allen is just going to be showing up here with his Ray Allenness? Is just going to be like, Pelle Larsson, you are me. Like, what? So I marvel at the stupidity sometimes of people who fall for stuff like that. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Not, that would it be cool to have Ray Allen? Of course, it'd be cool to have Ray Allen, but I don't think they need Ray Allen. So, anyway, Ricardo says, Tobin, you're no better. Don't get excited for Eurobasket. I'm just tired of being judged. I mean, you want to sit here and everybody wants to mock me because I just happen to be putting up all, the awesome statistic lines on Twitter of 2 Heat players who are on the roster, okay? And, everybody's sitting here and they're cowering about the Heat's depth. So you have these 2 studs who are just carving up FIBA right now. I don't understand why anybody wouldn't be excited about that. Why would anybody not be excited about that?
Because the last time we got excited about that, that person came and during the regular season didn't do anything.
Only one time. Sometimes he's played in FIBA many times. He had a down year last year. It had nothing to do with how good he was in FIBA. People have down years every once in a while.
Kind of contradictory
to
what you just said
last season.
Okay. What about Pelle? Pelle cooked. I watched the Pelle games last year. I told you how awesome he was, and he was awesome this year. So you guys can't do it for one thing and then take it away for the other. That's not fair.
But you rallied really hard for Jović.
And I still rally hard because let me tell you something right now, dude.
For quite some
I'm going to tell you something right now. Trust me.
If
you guys want to just sell your stock on Nikola Jović, throw it on over here because let me tell you something. I'll take it because we're going to the moon with Nikola Jović, okay?
Oh.
It is not over for Nikola Jović. And anybody who wants to say it's over for Nikola Jović is high as a kite, Yogi, because let me tell you something. Now he's got Giannis next to him. And a Nikola Jović, who has one of the top 5 players in the world next to him, is dangerous because it's exactly what he has in FIBA. So I don't want to hear it.
No, because a couple weeks ago you were ready to ship him off.
That's not true. For who?
You said that if
For
you could dump off his contract on somebody, you can get LeBron.
I need that clip. I don't think I said that. I don't think I said that. I said the Heat would. I didn't say I would. The Heat would definitely do it. I mean, obviously, if the Heat could get off his $64 million and lower their cap number, they would. But I'm not here to do that because here's why. One, he's 23 years old. Okay, I know people get sick of hearing the age, but those are just the facts. I can't make him older. Okay, and the other thing is, should he bounce back this year, which he will, he brings you 2 things that you do need. 3 things. Nay, 3 things. shooting, size, playmaking ability. And all I need is just a little belief around Jović, and everybody wants to be rat bastards about it, all right? He had a tough year last year. He was not very mature, okay? He had big injury concerns with his back, and he also somehow shredded his entire elbow on a basketball on a basketball base. I still don't know how that happened, but neither here nor there. Look, you don't just I don't know what to tell you guys. You can't just be anybody, all right? Roll out on a basketball court.
He's laughing.
No, I'm telling you right now, dude, I'm not laughing.
Yes, you are.
I'm laughing at the absurdity of the doubt because
You're not laughing
you
while he's
can't.
laughing.
No. You just can't be anybody. All right, show up and drop 7-9 from downtown against Bosnia and Herzegovina. You just can't be anybody and do that. I'm sorry, you just can't.
And how good is Bosnia in basketball?
I mean, they're not exactly the Belgium of basketball, but they had Luka Garza. You know, Celtics backup center.
Oh, thrilling.
I'm telling you, he's gonna bounce back. You guys are gonna sit here and your rats off a ship. It's gonna be in a much different place this year. All right. Everybody needs to get out of their head that they're gonna trade him. They're not trading him. Nobody wants to take that contract. I acknowledge he stunk last year, okay? But that doesn't mean that you have to stink forever. All right. There's no rules that say once you stink once that you must stink forever.
Mhm.
That's not a rule. And everybody's just like, oh, he's never gonna be good.
The
Look at
smirk
him.
on his
He
face.
can't
He
even-
can't
No,
even-
no,
Can't even
no.
talk seriously,
I'm
man.
just saying it's a
If
little.
Leroy was here, he'd
it-
probably try just turn around.
It is just
Just turn around.
it's just disheartening from Heat Nation that you have cast off one of your own. Everybody sits here and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sad we got rid of Jonas. Oh, I'm so sad that we got rid
I
of
thought you were a
Khalil
Jokic
Ware."
guy.
I am a Jonas guy, but my point is, you can't sit here boo-hooing about Jonas, and you got 6'11" Jonas right in front of you doing Jonas things. His name is Nikola Jović against Bosnia and Herzegovina, and you just want to ignore it because he had one stinker of a year. You know, he would have turned it around 2 years ago if his hand didn't break. Okay, it was a fluke injury, and if his hand didn't break, we were on the
He
ways
seems
to
to
the.
have a lot of those.
I understand, but I'm telling that was a fluke injury, and I'm telling you right now, if his hand doesn't break 2 seasons ago, we're talking about the face of the franchise right now. Okay, all you need is a comeback, a chance of belief and a comeback story. So you guys can sit here, you can mock me all you want. I'm gonna believe in Nikola Jović. There's no harm, there's no foul, because you want to know something? He's not going anywhere. Nobody wants that contract. All right.
Mhm.
So at the very least, if you guys don't want him on the team because you guys seem to be, I don't know, Nikola Jović haters, you should root for Nikola Jović so he can at least get his value up to get traded away because he's not going anywhere. All right. But let me tell you something. This league is going to be Bosnia and Herzegovina real soon because he's going to be dropping threes on everybody. And Pelle Larsson, I mean, my God. This guy yesterday, what can I say? What can I say?
What can you say?
What can you say?
First of all, the headband, marvelous. I mean, he is breathtakingly handsome, but now he has accessories. But not only that, dude, he's sitting here and he's just relentless, all right? Because you would think a guy that good looking wouldn't be rugged. You would think that he would look like a Peaky Blinder, all right? Or a Sons of Anarchy, you know, like tatted up. He'd have face tats, maybe missing a tooth, right? He looked like, respectfully, like Nikola. But instead, even as handsome as Pelle Larsson is, his game is rugged, and he just could not be stopped. I don't think you guys appreciate this, okay? Because
It's
you
just
haven't.
that-
I don't think you guys have appreciated this. Because let me tell you something about this. You know, it's one thing to beat Bosnia Herzegovina, okay?
Yeah.
Sweden beating Slovenia, a former Eurobasket champion, the cradle of a top 5 NBA player in Luka Doncic, okay? And of course, our lovable Goran Dragic. Sweden went out there yesterday. They kicked their ass and beat them for the first time in their nation's history. And you want to know why they did that?
Why did you do that?
Brittney, you want to know why they did that?
Tell me.
Because of Pelle Larsson, dude. That's why they did that. And so you guys can sit here and mock me and say, Tobes, why are you wasting at 3:00 in the afternoon your time on
You were watching this on
Eurobasket?
4th of July. On our day off on Friday, you were texting us
Mhm.
about Eurobasket. I was like,
Tobin.
there's no way that this man on his day off everything you're.
What else would I do?
Tobin on vacation goes like that.
Enjoy your day off.
I don't understand what do you want me to do with my time instead?
Anything else?
Spend time with your
Why?
family.
Yes, spend time with your family.
At least I get to, if I watch Summer League, at least I know I get to watch my players throughout the entire game. If I watch a Marlins game and I watch somebody have a perfect game, they're just like, nope, no more perfect. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But what I will tell you is people have a lot of worries about this Heat depth. And last night and yesterday afternoon, you had Nikola Jović, 32 points, okay? Pelle Larsson, 31 points. And by the way, got to tell you, left meat on the bone because he missed a ton of free throws, okay? Now, he can't shoot a lick from three. He's 1 of 9 and 1 of 8 his last 2 games. But he's also thrown up some weird bombs. Like, he'll be pulling up from Stephville, and I'm like, what is he doing? But I think it's just because, when you're basically Swedish Dwyane Wade, all right? And everybody needs to throw 100 bodies at you, double teams, because they just can't contain you. You're going to throw up some crazy shots to keep them honest. And then in the nightcap, Ryan Conwell. Wow. Adam Simon, you did it again. You dirty, dirty dog. I can't believe it. Unbelievable, this guy. Can you believe this guy, Adam Simon? How does he do it? How does he do it? Why does he, if you could predict things this great, why would he not just play Powerball? Why do this whole GM nonsense? Because he sits there and he's just like, oh, you want to know something? Oh, you need a second-round pick? Cha-ching. Here you go. I just found you one. Because that's what he does. He did it with Pelle Larsson. He did it with Josh Richardson. He didn't do it with KZ Okpala.
I'm sorry, you said that.
Yes.
No, wait.
Yes. How did you not hear that?
I didn't hear it.
How much caffeine have you
say
inhaled?
It's every time he
this
comes in
morning?
here with a cold brew.
I'm really
doesn't know how
scared
to
of you
act.
right now.
Every single time.
And he's chugging it.
And he's chugging it. Because when he had it earlier, it was already still to the top. Did you just call Pelle Larsson the Swedish Dwyane Wade?
Mm-hmm.
He is the Swedish Dwyane Wade. I know that sounds crazy because I would never compare
it is
anybody
crazy.
to Dwyane Wade.
It is crazy.
Crazy.
But I was sitting because I was trying. I walked around the store a little bit. I was talking to my guy Brady Hawk, and I was like, I think he's like Swedish SGA. He just keeps getting the free throw line. But he's not
throwing names out
he's
there.
he's not a big
insanity.
He's not a flopper. He's doing it with ruggedness and contact, and that reminds me of Dwyane Wade, which is why he's Swedish Dwyane Wade, because he's from Sweden. And I just think that if you need a second-round pick to hit, look no further than just asking Adam Simon. So I have no doubts this Ryan Conwell is gonna be a thing.
When you called him Swedish SGA,
yeah,
what did Brady Hawk tell you?
Good question. I think he might have just blown past it.
He's not familiar with your work.
No, he's very familiar with my work.
Clearly not.
He and I are the only Jović believers left on earth. We did a podcast about it yesterday.
If Leroy, it's that you're only saying all this stuff because Leroy's not here.
1,000%. I'm about to call.
That's
call
not true.
in.
That's not true. I would definitely say this if Leroy was here.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he just ignored it. But we mentioned it on the podcast because he was very impressed by how much he gets to the free throw line. We all are. And by the way, let me tell you something about Pelle Larsson because he's about to be our 6-man extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to miss Jaime Jaquez Jr., respectfully. I mean, you're just not. Okay? I love the hair. Great guy, great footwork, all right? Loved making songs about him, but you're not going to miss him because Pelle Larsson is going to fit into that role like a glove, okay? Here's a glove. Here's Pelle Larsson. That's the role.
All right, well, this is all going to be saved, and time will tell.
Time will tell. But you don't even need to save it because I'm telling you, it's
No.
No.
Everything you say
You
needs
don't
to be
need to
saved
save it.
because you flip-flop all the time.
Flip-floppery.
I'm not flip-flopping on anything. I haven't flip-flopped on anything, and I shan't flip-flop on anything. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you use words like that too, shan't.
People say shan't.
No one says shan't.
People say shan't. Take a break.
I'm
Back
so
after
scared
this.
of him today.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. As Leroy is getting his arm looked at. He might join the show today. He may not. I just want him to be healthy. So, we're not rushing him, whatever it takes. Jason Jackson is going to join us later on in today's program. We will talk to the radio voice of your Miami Heat. I'm sure he's already thinking about Antetokounmpo calls in his mind as the Miami Heat, of course, official trading for Giannis yesterday. And then he okey-doked us because he's just like, by the way, everybody, I'm switching my number.
Can we talk about this? Because I cannot believe that they were selling jerseys already, and then he decided to change his number.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I can't believe that his agent wouldn't give anybody the heads up on that. I got to imagine Giannis just thought about it. Like, I know that he mentioned it on this stream yesterday, but I can't imagine. So this kid he's just like, yeah, you know what? You're right. 7's a great idea. And then he's just like, guess what, guys? 7. Like the kid had to have known.
That had to have been like a rehearsed thing for sure. But I also just thought that was strange in general. The fact that he announced it via that way, like that's a weird way to go about that.
I think a lot of these guys are wanting to get into the streaming game. It's like the new podcast thing. Like everybody, when everybody started making their own podcasts and realizing, oh, I have to get a studio, get a producer, get a co-host, and then they're just like, hey, you can just stream. And I think that's going to be the new thing you're going to see a ton of athletes do. So I think that's probably what it is. You link up with these popular streamers, a lot of them, and then you maybe go into that avenue. So he ends up leaking that he's going to go to number 7. And then it was like on social media, everybody's like, yeah, the Heat jerseys are live. The store is full of Giannis 34 jerseys. And some people did get them. Some people
now
did.
They have
A lot
one
of
of a
people
kind
got them.
jerseys.
Well, apparently the Heat did say that you can go and change them for number 7.
Yes, you can. If you bought it in person, you can just do a switcheroo, I guess, whenever they're in stock. You could just swap it. I don't believe if you ordered it online, what they said is they're just going to send you the right jersey. Like they haven't sent out, the fleet of Giannis 34s yet.
Did you get a jersey?
I did not. I have not bought a jersey in a very long time. The last Heat jersey I have is a Wade Vice jersey. That's the last Miami Heat jersey I bought was a Dwyane Wade black Vice jersey. I have not gone in that direction. I think if I were to get a Heat jersey, I'm going to get a Jović jersey. I don't think I'm going to get. I don't think I'm going to get an Antetokounmpo
you better.
jersey.
You better.
He's also lying.
I don't think I'm going to get a jersey, but no, I don't think I'm going to get an Antetokounmpo jersey.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I was trying to explain to my son yesterday because he was, he likes doing the 6'7" joke, and he goes, "Well, who's number 6 on the Heat?" I'm like, nobody. I mean, but that's LeBron's number. Nobody's had it. He goes, kind of funny if LeBron was here. I was like, so you could do the 6'7" thing.
You can do the 6. Well, it's also funny because then 6 plus 7. Guess what 6 plus 7 is?
That's Bam's number.
That's Bam's number.
Yeah, it's numerology. It's right there for
Love it.
So I want to know. I would love to know how much that actually does cost the Heat.
Right.
In can you just throw the numbers off? Like, how does that work? Do they just?
Wait, hold on. So they had the 34 already in stores.
Yes, people went and bought them.
They were already in stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Will Manso had it on his Twitter yesterday. Like he bought a 34 Antetokounmpo jersey.
People were driving to go to the stores.
I mean, I feel like maybe later on in life it'll.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a rare jersey. Maybe you should keep it, and then it's like you can sell it for.
I think it depends on your disposable income, because if you were saved, like a jersey's like what, $120.
Yeah,
so like. $100. If you saved up for that jersey, yeah, I'm gonna want the right jersey. But if you have money to throw away at an extra jersey, it is kind of a goofy, fun thing to have. Like, hey, we had a 24-hour window where we thought Giannis was just keeping his number that he always wanted. But the funny thing was,
I just don't know why 7.
Maybe to honor Goran Dragic for recruiting him.
That's exactly what it was.
That's exactly what it was. Yes.
Ryan Conwell yesterday was asked about it because after his incredible performance against the Golden State Warriors Summer League team, this kid's got it. Okay, he's smooth. Ryan Conwell, this was him on Giannis wanting his number. Here's what he had to say.
No, sir, not much say. I mean, Giannis, I mean, he get whatever he want. I'm just not coming into the league, so I got a lot of work to do, and I'm trying to get to where he's at. So, I mean, at the end of the day, obviously I love 7, but the number 4, my favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. So, and my very favorite number is number 3. So, 7 minus 4 is 3. So, 4 is the the last one standing. But I mean, I'm just thankful to have a number and be on the team, to be honest. So whatever number Giannis wants, he can have it, and I'm gonna take whatever number the team gives me and go out there and play hard. So.
And who broke the news to you today about it?
Oh, it was Gabe, the equipment guy. He called me a little bit earlier. And it was just like, big dog wants your number, you're gonna have to change. So it really wasn't a back and forth. It was just I'm gonna have to give. So
that was Ryan Conwell yesterday after the after the summer league win.
Poor guy.
And that's great. Yeah, man. Listen, I know you wanted 7 and all that, but
This guy's been here longer than Giannis.
not that long. Sorry, sorry, big dog.
And then his other favorite number is 3. He just
Well, that you have no shot.
had no
You know
shot.
that
That's a
immediately.
he had no
That's-
chance.
That's out the. I think they give you, like, I've seen it before. Like, what happens? I don't know. He wasn't a first round pick. I think he was away, but usually, like, they'll give you like the list and see what numbers you are available. And it's funny because this has been such a weird 24 hours of numbers because we had the whole thing with Tim Hardaway. So Trey Donaldson wanted 11. Then Hardaway thought he wasn't allowed to have 10, so he picked 11. So Donaldson switched to 24. And then we had this whole thing with 7 where Conwell was 7, but then Giannis is like, guess what? Switcheroo, I'm 7 now.
So wait, so then what's Tim Hardaway's number then? Oh.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is wearing number 10.
He's gonna wear number 10. Okay.
He's going to wear number 10, and I imagine Trey Donaldson gets to go to 11 if he's on the squad. Which he looked decent last night too, the former Kane. So I don't know, but that was a crazy thing. I do wonder what they do with all of those jerseys. Like, can they? Because they don't stitch anymore on jerseys. You kind of press them on. Is it possible to just take the numbers off and they could just reprint 7 on them?
That's what I was. That's a good question because it's just vinylly, like it's heat pressed on.
Right. Like, but I don't know. Like, once it's pressed, is it pressed? Like, I don't know how that works.
Neither do I.
Because that's a lot. It looked like a lot of jerseys. It looked like a lot of jerseys, and they were just ready to roll out. Crazy.
Take them off the shelves.
Poppy Porter's is like, screw that. 95 it is. Nobody wants that number.
Nobody wants it.
Numbers in the 90s is a funny way to go, but 7 with a lot. That's a lot of letters.
Yeah, I saw your tweet about that.
It's a lot of letters, dude.
It is a lot of letters for a single digit number for sure.
But I honestly don't care. Whatever he wants, I'm going to be happy. Giannis is on the Heat, and let's just hope that this is going to be awesome. But it was certainly a funny hiccup in the launch of all of this stuff. They're just like, oh yeah, forgot to tell you guys, because if his press conference is until next week. Imagine if the press conference would have been yesterday, and they were like, oh dude, I forgot to tell you, I don't want to wear that number anymore. They're like, what? Because usually if you're a guy that popular, you kind of got to give some notice, but that's usually, I think, only if you stay with the team. And sometimes Nike will be like, no, you can't switch your number. We have too much inventory that's out there. But I think at this point, because technically nobody was really allowed to sell it till yesterday, the only people who really had inventory was the Heat. So I think they're the only ones who have to take it on the chin here. Look, you're going to be paying the guy a $300 million extension in a couple months.
Money out of his.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I know.
Something tells me that's not going to happen.
I'm joking, but yeah, that would be funny. I'd be like, oh, so since you decided to change your number,
we'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Marlins, they open up a homestand today as they are rolling in a wild card spot. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We'll play a little Damage is Done, my friend, later on this hour. Give another weather update brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Currently in Miami, still 88 degrees. They got a heat advisory. It's now going to last till 6, so that's got extended a little bit. Potential rain later this afternoon. So you know what it is right now, guys. It's July 7th in South Florida.
It's going to rain.
Soupy. Headlines, those are brought to you by Doral Kia. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Marlins, they're back at it tonight. They will open up a 3-game series with a sneaky team that I did not like growing up. And it's not because of their players. They had a lot of awesome players. I would venture to say this team a lot of the times has some of the coolest players in the league, but it always annoyed me because people would mess up this name with the Marlins name, and that is the Seattle Mariners. So that gets going today at 6:40. It just really annoyed me, Jennifer. Like as a young wee lad, people would call the Marlins the Mariners all the time. They had similar colors. It was very annoying.
I actually really like that name, and I love Seattle.
That's great. You can love Seattle because I know you love the grunt. God, I mean, what a disaster it was last night. I can't believe they embarrassed our country in front of Eddie Vedder. But, that's neither here nor there. It was always like a thing where people would call the Marlins the Mariners. And it kind of maybe it was like a triggering like Brendan Brandon thing with my first name or something like that.
Yes.
Just get the name right. It's not that hard. And they would all the time do that. But in fairness, Seattle, Ken Griffey Jr., the coolest with his backwards hat. Ichiro, who, of course, then spent time with the Marlins and got his 3,000th hit. Kind of weird. Randy Johnson, A-Rod. Always had cool guys. Edgar Martinez. And now even this team. They got Randy Arozarena. Big Dumper. Let me tell you something about Big Dumper. If this was 2005, people would have questions about this fall off. People would have questions, all right? People would be looking at this guy's baseball reference and they'd be going, what's going on? Because I joked earlier in the year that the Marlins basically had 5'9" Cal Raleigh and Liam Hicks. What an insult to Liam Hicks. He's better than Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh last year, who was an MVP candidate, hit 60 home runs. Stinks. Hope he doesn't go deep tonight. And then Julio Rodriguez, also very cool, but the problem is he's hurt, so they don't have him tonight. But that's good for Max Meyer because he's going to go out there fresh off an all-star nomination and try and dice things up. Now, listen, we can only hope that he can match history and have an almost perfect game because that is, you can't say that you could see history tonight because obviously that's not true. He's had too many arm injuries in his past. So if he has 7 perfect innings, you could see potentially almost history tonight. So hopefully that is the case. But either way, the main thing has to be the main thing, which is the Marlins continuing their trajectory up the standings. Our promo says that the Marlins are percentage points out of the wild card. That's actually outdated after last night. The Marlins are actually percentage points in a wild card spot right now, sole possession. So it is pretty incredible what they have done since this June turnaround. And I do want that to be the main thing, even though it was still wildly annoying what they did this weekend and did deserve shame for it. Everything else they deserve pride for because they have just absolutely been beaming with pride with how they are playing how they are playing baseball right now. It was just a ridiculous decision that I just cannot defend.
It was pretty crazy.
Oh, it was, beyond crazy. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. It's what is sports for? It feels like sports are just like calculator. And it's not just them.
No, but I don't know because I feel like baseball is like stands on its own with that one. That's like essentially what, like Bam being taken out of his 83-point game?
Yes, it is essentially that. It is essentially being taken out of a big scoring game because it's a blowout because you don't want the guy to get hurt in the fourth quarter in a meaningless game. Now, Bam, obviously, there were some circumstances of they were already down a ton of players. Like they didn't want to play Vlad Golden the entire fourth quarter. But this was, it was crazy. I don't even understand it. And the thing that's funny about it is I was listening to, I think it was Chris Rose's podcast, a clip before I got on here. And this guy made a great point, whoever his co-host was, and he was like, we have all this information and we have more science and technology than we've ever had. And yet somehow we can't seem to get off this damn 100 pitches as like the benchmark, where we could definitely probably tell guys' stress and the guys the guys, physical traits of where they're at. But I also think there's something to be said for being able to push yourself through games. You look at last night, Christian Pulisic, one of the things that everyone was like, yeah, he was fragile again, couldn't push himself through a game. What do you know? And with a Yuri Perez, I had this problem when he was a rookie. Like the kid came up here and he had an arm talent good enough, and they're just like, you know what we should do here? Send him down to the minors. I'm like, what a colossal waste of time to waste throws in the minor leagues where he's clearly a major league pitcher. And what do you know? Guess what? A year later, with all that protecting, he got hurt. What do you know? So protected him from himself, and he still got hurt. They have no grasp on this. So, it's an annoying thing. It's an annoying thing just because I think everybody has these guardrails up to act like they have a job. You know what I mean? Like, the athlete can go out there. He's going to get hurt or they're not going to get hurt. It's not like I'm asking them to go and pitch him into the ground with 150 pitches. I'm asking for one day in the summer for history to be respected, and the kid get to go do something that's a once-in-a-career opportunity. And they didn't want to do it. So it's annoying. But ultimately, they're back home. They've been playing fantastic. And hopefully they can give the Mariners the business, because I'm still scarred as a child.
All because of the name.
All because of the name.
It's just annoying. I mean, you had all the time when people would be like, the Braves are taking on the Mariners. It's like, no, they're not, dude. I mean, that's very clearly an L. How can you not spell? Like, what are we doing here? What did you just went to school and you're just like, hey, first three letters, that's the name.
I mean, I understand. I feel you, because I'm somebody whose name gets spelled wrong all the time, even though it's like right in front of people's faces.
Yeah, I mean, there are some weird ways people spell your name, in fairness. You have the ANY, they have the one T, you go with the two T's, NEY.
Mm-hmm.
What do you consider the correct way?
I think that my name is correct because my name is a Brittney, right? So when someone spells it Brittany, that's Brittany. That's not Brittney. That's simple English. Like, I don't know what to say. And you could do one T or two T's, but my parents wanted to do two T's for some reason.
When you go Jennifer, do you have two N's?
I have double N, one F. People spell it one N, double F, which just looks wrong in my opinion.
What about the Jennifers with a G?
That's ridiculous. That's a crime.
What do you mean? There's people that do that.
No, it makes no sense to me. Also, me being Hispanic, people love spelling my name with a Y.
Yennefer.
Oh my goodness,
you don't even want to know me. You don't even want to know how Hispanic people spell my name.
That does make sense, though, if you think about it.
Jennifer?
No, Yennefer.
I hate that.
No, that's just
that
having
triggers
an
me so much. It's worse than Marlins Mariners.
No, for sure. Because I get I's at the end of my name all the time, and no, like just Brittney with D's. I've gotten D's. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Dade South says the pitcher that Leroy was thinking about, Edwin Jackson. You know what, Dade South? I saw you said that to us on Twitter. I don't even remember what he was saying, and then he got mad at me because he's like, "Oh, you said I dead fished you." Which he did. But, I don't remember if it was Edwin Jackson. Maybe it was. I mean, was Edwin Jackson a Marlin and he was a White Sox? I don't remember him having a no-hitter. I mean, Edinson Volquez had a no-hitter. That I recall. And that I was pissed about because Robbie the Degenerate stole it from me because he refused to let people know. We went over to Leroy's house for a picnic. Actually, I think it was Fonz's graduation party, now that I think about it. And he was just hiding from the fact that Edinson Volquez was in the middle of a no-hitter. And we were all sitting around. We were hobnobbing. He goes, "It's a no-hitter." I was like, "Robbie, what are you doing?" He goes, I didn't want to jinx it. I'm like, "Yeah, but could you just say, hey, Marlins are on?" I'm like, oh, okay, someone's going to mention it. But he was so fearful that we were going to mess up the mojo as a grill party that he hogged the Edinson Volquez no-hitter.
That's such a Robbie thing to do.
That's terrible.
So I have seen every Marlins no-hitter.
Except for that one.
Henderson Alvarez on the wild pitch. I have seen A.J. Burnett, 9 walks against San Diego. Anibal Sanchez against the Diamondbacks. Kevin Brown outlet. I never saw the Edinson Volquez because he hid it from me. And he's just like, oh, I didn't want to jinx it. Thanks, man. I could have used Clayton McCullough that day. Teach Robbie a lesson. Nobody cared about Edinson Volquez's arm by that time. Let him go throw 300 pitches. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this.
-1 for tardiness.
It was right there.
Nah. I could have taken the screen off and made you look late, but I decided not to. But I do want people to know that you were late.
I was talking to Brittney.
For tardiness.
Oh, I apologize. I meant to hit this button.
For hobnobbery.
Come on, Mike B. One more year, dude. Come on, let's go. One more year. I saw something that really annoyed me on Twitter today, and it was from Adam Schefter. And I have no interest in reading this piece because I'd rather read the dictionary cover to cover than read a story from Seth Wickersham. But there was a note. You guys know what Seth Wickersham is, right? ESPN guy. He always does the Patriots pieces. It's like he's got one note, Patriots rift. That's what he's got. But now that we've kind of moved on to another era and there's no more Bill Belichick, really, if you want to get to something, Wickersham, how about we figure out what's going on with their horn dog of a coach?
No, literally.
If you want to investigate something. But Seth Wickersham had tweeted out, in January, I spent the playoffs embedded with Sean Payton and the Broncos. 16-hour days, capturing every meeting, decision, and raw, unfiltered creativity. No thanks. But he said, but Adam Schefter tweeted this as part of the piece. I'll read an Adam Schefter tweet, as long as it's not like that long-ass Tyler Herro goodbye. And Adam Schefter, he tweeted out, per Seth Wickersham, when Bill Belichick and the Patriots divorced in 2024. See what I mean? Like, this guy, he just can't get away from the Belichick thing. Is this a Sean Payton piece or is this a Bill Belichick piece? But he's got one note.
Loves name dropping.
Sean Payton considered presenting Broncos owner Greg Penner a proposal for the ages. Hire Belichick as head coach until he reached 15 wins, enough to break Don Shula's career win mark of 347. Payton would temporarily step down to assistant head coach and run the offense, then move back after Belichick became the all-time leader. In the end, it was too complicated and maybe too fanciful. Or if I get the dumbest idea I've ever heard. And first of all, let's talk about this for a second. You guys are so jealous of Don Shula, jealous that you couldn't catch Don Shula on the up and up without your stupid cameras, that now you want to do some okey doke of Bill Belichick being a coach in standing so you could pad his win record. I mean, if you want to talk about the biggest loser behavior that I've ever heard of, Mike McDaniel, I go back to you, dude, and your mouse balls. I can't believe that you didn't go for the record on this guy's head. Can you believe this? You sat there and you were mocking Dan Marino, saying, we're coming for all your records, Dan. And you didn't have the cajones to go out there and just drop the record, the stain on Sean Payton's head. And this is the kind of crap that he wants to pull. Bill Belichick gets to be a coach and saying to pad his record. Talk about the softest, loserist move I've ever heard of. To go chase down a legend. And by the way, not only too complicated, but Sean Payton, you think Bill Belichick would have just relinquished control if theoretically he got to this number, which he would have not, because that's why he is a coach of the Tar Heels right now and going to adult cheerleading competitions, no judgment. But that's where he's at right now. And you want to sit here and be like, oh, we should gimmick the system so we can catch Don Shula. So let me get this straight. You guys, alleged greats. And nobody's going to sit here and say that Bill Belichick isn't a great coach. And it's a good day not to have Leroy here. But no one's going to sit here to say that Bill Belichick is not a great coach. He's coached the greats. Tom Brady, Lawrence Taylor, Leroy Horde. He's coached some of the greats. But let me get this straight. You two jackasses, all right, Mr. Bountygate and Mr. Spygate, you couldn't put your two heads together to chase down the great Don Shula? You two hacks, you had to gimmick the system? Let's coach together, Bill, and you'll be the head coach, and I'll be the most exciting offensive coordinator of all time. Yeah, sounds like a great plan. What a bunch of bull crap that is.
That's loser mentality.
It is a loser move. I'm glad that. So the owner's going to be like, So you're the head coach? No. I'm the offensive guru. Belichick's the head coach, so we can catch Don Shula, because we can't live in a world where Don Shula is the greatest coach of all time, because we're the greatest coaches of all time. He goes, you are? But why is Don Shula ahead of you? Well, listen, I had the whole Bounty Gate thing. I had to sit out for a year, and Belichick, he cheated with the cameras and whatnot, and so. But that's not neither here nor there. All right, just because Don Shula had a perfect season doesn't make him the greatest head coach. It's Sean Payton. You listen to yourself. What a maniac you sound like. That you wanted Bill Belichick, allegedly, reportedly, to go out there and just fluff his record to catch Don Shula. Has there been any record that's been less deserving than Bill Belichick catching Don Shula? I'm so glad that this dude is miserable as hell at Chapel Hill. Chapel Bill. Sitting there. I can't wait for Mario Cristobal to drop kick you this year, dude.
Oh.
I cannot wait. And then you can sit there and be like, maybe here's what you could do, dude. Here, maybe you could do this. Maybe that can happen. And maybe you could go to like Mac Brown and ask if he could take the helm and be like, could you be the real coach, Mac? And I could chase down the ACC record in name only. I can't believe these two jackasses. And by the way, glad this Sean Payton never became Dolphins head coach. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, man.
What a fraud. Now, we were stuck with McDaniel for a few years. I mean, that was annoying. But, geez Louise, are you kidding me? Yes, you guys tried this. So, leave this straight. You basically were acting like this was like a Mexican professional boxing ring where we're trying to fluff up records and be like, this guy's undefeated at 11-0 with 10 knockouts. You were just going to completely gimmick Bill Belichick's record to get him ahead of Don Shula.
It's also like, that's a level of hatred that's like very deep.
I don't get it. I mean, I do get it. I mean, they're two scheming weasels.
That's like hate. That's a different kind of hater.
Two weasels, dude. And you know what happens when you have two weasels? You have a weasel nest, dude. You have an infestation. And that's what these two are. Two weasels in their little weasel nest trying to scheme against the Don. But he just sits up there in the clouds right now, toasting his champagne at two weasel rat bastards who couldn't put their heads together to make it happen. A couple gimmickers with cameras and bounties, not true coaches, losers. That's what they are. They may have won a lot, but losers.
They are losers. And now, like, what a sad way to go out for Bill Belichick, though. Like, for real, it makes it even funnier because it's like someone said in the chat. It's like he's in arm's reach, but he will never get there.
Yeah, he'll never
that's
get
hilarious.
there. Yeah, you get to enjoy your stupid. Oh, I love it because it's like the NFL of the college ranks. It's like, no, it's not actually. You're still just a run-of-the-mill any team. Down there at the U, that's the professional team. You, I don't know what you're doing. You're running a clown show with your fake publicist. Dade South says a group of weasels is called a boogie. Boogie or boogle? Boogle. Excuse me. Thought that was a little eye there for a second. A boogle.
Mm-hmm. A boogle.
Ridiculous. I have a great proposition for you, Mr. Broncos owner. Oh, okay, Sean, tell me about it. Okay. I mean, how is a grown man can you sit here and be like, I don't want to be the head coach. I want to do right by my buddy and get him the record. It's like, oh. And by the way, this is 2 years ago. He's after the Bill. He's like, Bill Belichick just can't get a job by himself. He goes, nah, no one wants to hire him. He's a loser. Because Tom Brady completely coattail ride Tom Brady the entire time and spygated the entire time. And once everybody was onto his gig, and they're like, dude, are you cheating against the 3-13 Bengals? Yeah, I am. Damage is done, my friend.
Damage is
but
done.
Imagine bringing that to a billionaire, and you're like, here's my plan. I'm not the coach. You're not? I just hired you as a coach. No. I'm the coach in waiting. You're 70 years old, Sean Payton. How old is Sean Payton? You're basically 70.
He's 70 years old.
You're basically 70 years old, okay? You're Vic Fangio.
62, yeah.
You're basically 70 years old. And you're sitting here being like, let me help my buddy Bill Belichick get his win rate up. Ugh. It disgusts me. Think Don Shula would ever do that?
Never. He would never. It's pathetic. It is pathetic.
It's
I'm so sorry,
pathetic,
it's
dude.
pathetic.
And nobody would like even hold regard to that record anymore if that were the case, because everybody would know that it was a gimmick.
What are we doing, guys? Well, we're gonna do a tandem coaching thing, but the record goes to Bill Belichick. And then I love the idea of like once he gets to 347, he thinks Bill Belichick, known honest person, is just gonna
Yeah.
hand the reins over
That's
to Sean
another
Payton.
thing.
Okay, let me step down.
Let me step down now.
The
Actually,
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So stupid.
Good God.
It's also like I've never liked anybody that much. Respectfully, it's like, why would you do that for him? What blackmail does he have on you?
He's just a maniac. He's like, oh, this is not fair. Bill Belichick, he's not the coach. Guess what, dude? Hey, maybe
You
this
win
is
some,
just
you
me.
lose some.
This is just me, Sean Payton. Maybe if Bill Belichick still wanted to be a head coach, A, he probably should have run Tom Brady out of town and watched him win a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Bucks. B, he shouldn't have broken McCorkle's confidence. And C, I don't know, this might be a big one for me. Not make Matt Patricia a defensive coordinator, his offensive coordinator. And maybe if you're making decisions like that, you deserve to be 15 wins shy of Don Shula. That's just me. Sorry. It just is. It's just how it's supposed to be. So good for you. You got your stupid record with the dumb Super Bowls, even though they're all tainted with lies and cheating. But this is so beneath two alleged legends who we now just know are boogles. A couple of weasels.
Oh no! Now he
A couple of weasels.
Now he gave that.
That's what they are.
Now Boogle's in his
Scheming
arsenal.
weasels to try and take away a legend, Don Shula's record. I'm glad they failed.
I agree.
I agree.
I'm glad they failed.
I'm glad we're on the
they
same
failed,
page.
because it's just it's a joke. Like it's a joke. And why would somebody come out with that?
Because it's Seth Wickersham. That's all he does. He's like, what other secrets about Bill Belichick can I come out with? Bill Belichick, you got anything else? Well, one time I was almost the coach in standing with Sean Payton because I wanted to catch Don Shula, and it didn't work out. They thought it was too complicated. Maybe it was too complicated, but I am a soulless weasel. So Seth, that's why I decided to, at least broach the topic, and Sean was on board. But then the owner was like, but aren't I hiring Sean Payton? And I'm like, I got to go to my cheerleading competition. Sorry. F that guy, dude. F Bill Belichick.
No,
I
he's the
cannot
worst.
stress this enough.
No.
F that
He's
guy.
the worst.
And I swear to God, if I wasn't on the radio right now, I'd just say the real word. But F that dude is a weasel, dude. And Sean Payton, you're right there with him. 2 ferrets in a pouch.
You're just
Sick of him, dude. Sick of him. Hey, JFig wants you to know that her favorite metal band, Disturbed, is coming to Hard Rock Live at the end of July. And digging deep into your stash of tickets there, Jennifer?
yes. There. Let's see. I got 2 tickets.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to give those away today at 12:20 p.m. 12:20 p.m. Be listening to that, and we'll give away those tickets to Disturbed. Appropriately, coming up next, the damage is done, my friend. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM.
Why are you giggling?
Sometimes I don't look at the chat until I come back, and then I'm just like, I can't go on because it's just like, it's. I'm not going to read one of them because it's a reflection on something we're giving away, but I just laughed at it because it's so matter of fact. And then Dade South says Tobin's voice was down with sickness the other day, and I'm still getting over it. I don't know what the hell happened. I really thought like at one point last night I was like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna breathe regular again. What the hell's going on here?
Oh my god,
Breathe regular again?
Yeah, I was like coughing up a storm last night. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Stop, man. Everyone around me sick, and I'm tired of being sick. It's been like a month.
I'm tired of being sick too. This isn't even with my kids in school. I don't understand.
I know.
I don't understand.
I'm exhausted. Like, I was literally telling Brittney, I'm exhausted.
I apologize. You can go to that side of the glass if you want to. I don't blame you.
It's exhausting. Like, I had to go to the doctor and everything this week. Done.
And Leroy's arm is broken.
I know.
You know.
My voice is. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but my voice hasn't been the same for like a couple weeks now because after I got sick, it just hasn't gotten back to normal.
We got that Hanta.
That's crazy, Tobin.
What I'm asking. That's what my daughter just yells at me. She's like, "You got that Hanta."
Wait, what?
My daughter, yeah, my daughter will just be like, got that. If I'm just coughing up, she doesn't say, "Are you okay? Are you feeling all right?" She goes, my 14-year-old daughter just looks at me and goes, "Got that Hanta."
Am I missing
your
something?
kids? The hantavirus?
It's like the new new
It's
COVID.
like the new COVID.
New COVID.
It's like with
it's the chic sickness.
It's not chic because it has like 90%.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like the one everybody's throwing out there now.
Yeah, everybody's.
We're just having fun, people.
And it's like whenever I remember when I was like in middle school or high school, it was like Ebola, which has nothing to do with coughing. So I was really confused by that. So whenever anybody was like sick, it's like, do you have Ebola
or the swine flu?
Oh my god, I had the swine flu. I got the swine flu.
Stop.
You had the swine flu?
I had the swine flu when I was in 4th grade.
What was it?
How did you?
It was the word. I swear, you guys, I was hallucinating.
Swine flu. I remember people talking about that, but I never knew anybody who had it before.
I had it in 4th grade. I got sent home because I was on the playground in 4th grade, and I was just like slumped over on a bench, and I was like, and my teacher was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I had like an insane fever. My mom took me to the doctor. I was literally hallucinating in the car. Like, I could not stay awake. Turns out I had the strep throat and the swine flu.
Man. And so like, did you guys
I was like patient zero.
Did you guys have like a pig farm or something? Like, how did that get down?
Yeah. How did someone get that?
I don't know. That's
remember.
what,
I
and
know I
like
was in school.
no one else I knew got the swine flu. It was literally just like I was patient zero. They had to like bring hazmat into my school and clean the school and everything.
Well, I think before conspiracies, everybody thought that COVID was a bat. So, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, viruses originate from animals.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So, yeah. Anyways.
My damage is done goes to USA men's soccer.
Oh.
I mean, really disappointing yesterday, dude. I was very excited for World Cup soccer. We cheated. We got Flo back. He didn't do anything. Christian Pulisic kicked a guy in the leg and hurt himself. Our goalie just completely missed the ball.
I'm scared.
I just don't understand it. Why, if we lost, couldn't we lose with like a little more grace? Yeah, a little more oomph. You know, could we? There's so many inspiring stories. You're like, Paraguay, you were right there with France. Capo Verde, you almost did it against Argentina. USA, your chance. You're taking on a top 10 team.
It felt like the moment just got too big for them.
Dude, when it became 3-1, a game's never been more over with that much time left.
Never.
And I swear to God, like, I don't know how extra time works, but I felt like we were owed like 12 minutes of extra time. But I think the referees they were like, what's the point? Let's just get this over with.
I know, because we had like 2 hydration breaks. There was several yellow cards given. There were substitutions. And the fact that we only had 4 minutes of extra time was crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they just were like, yeah, this is getting embarrassing. Let's just call it.
J2 says that we can stop pretending to care about soccer now, right? Just a few weeks till our glorious Finns training camp. I mean, hopefully it's glorious, dude. I mean, ESPN just ranked it the worst roster in the league. We'll get to that coming up. But I I'm not like I'm telling you, I was not I'm not a huge soccer fan. I have enjoyed this tournament. I think part of the reason has been because all the stars have been good. The stars that are old, except for Messi, he's kicking Father Time's ass. But you've been seeing some guys go away. There's been a lot of fun moments for this, and the UFC had a lot of momentum, and just to wilt like that. So sad. Just really, really, really disappointing. But I will still tune in for England, Norway. I will still. Oh, we got to get the games coming on too.
Yes, at 12.
We got Argentina and Egypt coming up in a few minutes here as well. So disappointed though. Damage is done. USA. Jennifer.
Damage is done.
I think I'm still choking on the coffee. I kind of feel like the damage is done to Tyler Herro, to be honest.
Damage is done.
Do tell.
It's just he put out a statement, obviously, after being officially traded and whatnot, giving his thanks to Miami. And I skimmed over it because I was just like, this all just sounds like
PR
to me. And it sounds
not Pat Riley.
Kind of fake.
Not that PR, no.
And then, of course, I see where he ends up being petty, of course. And he has to go ahead and add in the part where he says all the rumors.
He did it twice.
And I'm just like,
he did it twice.
Once again,
he thinks he's the only player in history that's dealt with rumors.
You're so ridiculous.
It's so annoying.
Oh my God. I've had enough. You know what? Thank you so much for all the time you had here in Miami. Like, good luck in Milwaukee, please.
It should be all the
Let's
times
move on.
nobody wanted to trade for me.
Oh
That's
God.
really what it should have been. It's like, finally, you should be grateful that a team actually wanted to trade for you.
Through every challenge, every expectation, every rumor, and every step back, I always believed in one thing: put your head down and go to work, and put those Twitter fingers to work.
You
sir.
did the opposite of that. You never rose above,
and you grew extra bones.
I don't think he grew them. I think they were just there.
Well,
he grew them at one
timing.
point.
Convenient
And
timing.
his mother, even if it was in his mother's room, they were grown. They were grown.
In his mother's
I definitely noticed that. Did you guys notice this? Some sleuths see people with boots on the gram. See, I'm not even doing this. I'm trying to
I'm shocked. Actually, I was wondering if you were going to say this.
Did you notice that Jaime also did a goodbye post? And did you notice that Bam Adebayo gave a little salute on Jaime's? Noticeably did not on Tyler's.
I mean, rightfully so.
I mean,
he
wasn't
just
he
spent the last
trash-talking him
week
the other day?
trash talking him. I wouldn't want to say anything nice to that man. What?
Did he really just think like he was like that? Do you think like Bam called him and he go, or do you think Bam just ignores? You know what? I have Giannis now. I'm just like I do wonder when all of that
Bam
goes
is a very
down.
classy man, and he possibly did call him.
And he's like, "Hey man, what's the deal? Like, what are you so angry about?"
Like, why am I catching strays?
I genuinely want to know, like, does Tyler Herro had a great All-Star season 2 years ago, right? And the Heat are like, hey, can you wait a year? Can you just show us one more year? And he couldn't. And does Tyler Herro really feel like he's wrong that he hasn't been paid $50 million in an extension?
I think in his mind, he genuinely believes that he should have been paid the extension. And that the Miami Heat should like bow down at his feet. And I think that's insane.
It is a marvel. It is a marvel.
It's a marvel. I strive to have that much confidence in myself. A delusional confidence is what that is.
Brittney, what damage is done for you?
Okay, I have like 2.
Go ahead.
He didn't message. Sorry.
He didn't comment,
he
right?
didn't comment.
No. All I see is that people are posting Bam.
They're commenting Bam.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh, on his goodbye post from the Heat too. They were doing it all over the place.
That is beautiful. We love that.
Sorry, Brittney.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
So one of my damages done. I have to talk about this. I know you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's okay. My damages done goes to F1 in general because genuinely, they have there. You know how people are coming around here saying that FIFA is corrupt.
Of course,
everybody's talking about FIFA's corrupt. The FIA for F1 is getting on their level. is getting on their level. This past weekend was the British Grand Prix and Lewis Hamilton. It's his home race. Home races are a very big deal in F1. Obviously, he's coming off the heels of his win in Barcelona, which was a huge deal. And the momentum's really, flowing for him. He's number 2 in the World Drivers' Championship right now.
Okay.
Ferrari is number 2 in the Constructors' Championship. And Ferrari never fails to show you why they have not touched greatness in years. So at the end of the race, there was a safety car. And when a safety car comes out, essentially it means that they have to, someone crashed, so they have to get the car off of the track. So a safety car comes out and they have to follow behind the safety car.
Is it like got a ramp? Can they put the car on the ramp? Does it have magic tricks? I'm asking questions.
Does it
magic
You're
tricks?
asking, you're going to sit here in my face and tell me that you feel like that was a valid question to ask me right now. That's what you're going to sit here and you're going to
F1 has a lot of money. I don't know how it works. I don't know if they do they go and like they can lift the car out of there. I don't know. I never thought about it.
They have like claws, essentially, like little claws.
You trolling me?
I am not trolling.
They have claws? That's cool.
Essentially, they have what are they called? Like excavators.
Oh, I like that job. I want that job.
You should do it. The marshals. You could volunteer for free to
Let me
be
tell
a
you
marshal.
something. If it's not rigged, I am so good at claw. The claw game. I used to clean up at the Boca Boomers.
Mm-hmm.
They had like these squish balls with all the MLB teams on it. Clean that thing out. If it's not corrupt, if it's a legit,
not corrupt.
if it's not F1
Yeah.
or FIFA, if it's a legit machine, clean up. Go ahead, Brittney.
No, it's okay.
Do you still own them?
So when the safety car goes around every lap, like you're getting laps deducted. We can just
Sorry.
we can go to break if we
Dave's
want.
house says they could just pick it up with a fishing pole like Mario Kart.
Essentially, honestly, it gives the same energy. It really does. The excavator getting it out there really gives the same energy. So there was 4 laps left, and the safety car was going around. Well, notoriously, F1 races are not. They try their best to not end them on a safety car because it's not ethical for this to be ended on a safety car. Right? You want at least 1 lap left. And famously, in 2021, Lewis Hamilton lost out on his 8th World Championship because of this very thing. They said the safety car had gone around with more than the allotted time left, and they still let them race 1 more lap. And I don't know how to explain it because it's a very long story. But regardless, they ended the race, and Lewis Hamilton finished in P3. Because he had to switch positions because he went to pit, and essentially they screwed him over because they never let them have this last lap shootout. So the FIA is corrupt. My damage is done. I am sick of it. How do you change the rules from race to race? If it's a different rule every time. There's no set standards.
Are you mostly upset because Lewis Hamilton didn't get the special rules?
It's not this. It's the principle of it all. It's like you in 2021, your reasoning for not ending the car and not ending the race on a safety car was because you said that that's not like ethical and we shouldn't be doing that. But then in this scenario where one of the golden boys of F1 and some of the favorites are leading the race, you want to end it on a safety car. When you said that you were going to put this, they had already said, we're doing 1 lap. You have a 1 lap shootout. Here you go. And then they never brought the safety car back in, and it just ended.
If Lewis Hamilton had a Mario Kart weapon, what would your favorite weapon for it be? Would you like him throwing bananas? Would you like him throwing the blue spike? What would you like his weapon to be?
Definitely has to be the blue spike.
The bomb.
I don't like the bomb. It's very hard to be accurate with the bomb.
It's not hard to be accurate. It presses and it goes straight to the person that's in the first place.
Maybe on like the old ones on Nintendo Switch 2 on the new Mario Kart, it's very hard to control.
Really?
The bomb.
I haven't played new Mario Kart.
What was your other damages done?
Oh, my other damages done goes to that Paraguayan senator who had disgusting things to say about Kylian Mbappe, and then demanded an apology in return after she said disgusting things about him.
She wanted an apology?
Yeah, have you not seen this?
No. I don't think I have.
Oh.
I will.
I don't think we have time, but yeah.
Right, I'll look it up during the break. I'll check that on out. The World Cup about to get underway. The FIBA World Cup is entering its biggest matches, and there's no better place to trade than on Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. Today, we got Argentina and Egypt about to get underway, as Argentina currently trading at 85%. If you think Egypt can pull off the upset, they're trading at 15%, so a $100 trade gets you a pad of over $600. Now, I'm going to tell you this with Argentina's games. You guys know who to throw something on, all right? The GOAT's going to go do GOAT things. And for him to score Argentina's first goal, that is trading currently at 40%. So a $100 trade pays out at $239. Plus, you can still follow all the free agent action in basketball. And we got baseball in full swing. We got a big fight card coming up this week. Trade it all there on Kalshi, where you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning there's no house and the probabilities change, so you can buy in and out of your position. And for a limited time, download the Kalshi app. Use my code Tobin to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions, eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you today. Leroy, trying to get that arm fixed, baby. It looked pretty gnarly yesterday, maybe a bicep tear, but hopefully he gets it all fixed up for himself. We want our guy healthy. Jason Jackson, radio voice of your Miami Heat. He's going to join us later on this hour. Obviously, a busy day in Heatland yesterday. We got a soccer tournament going on, and we're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued around $300 from Sinbad Sports in the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. If you guys want to win that soccer bundle, that soccer swag bundle, you guys can text the word jersey to 20357. That's jersey to 20357. For more information, go to WQM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Right now, we get to our headlines, as those are brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami at a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. And we have Argentina and Egypt underway as Lionel Messi and his defending champion Argentinian national team back at it today. And, of course, we're looking for a little palate cleanser after USA's stinker. It was a rough one. Also, later on today, we will get – who is the second game today? We got –
Colombia and Switzerland.
Thank you, Brittney. So you got that later on today as well. Next game down here in Miami is going to be on Saturday, England and Norway. And then the last game that we have down here is the third place game, right? I think that's the last game that'll be in Miami overall. So only two more matches down here for those who have not been able to make it out to Miami Stadium or whatever they're making us call it at these current day.
Miami Stadium, yes.
In the meanwhile, last night, the Heat, they handled business in Summer League action. Ryan Conwell, 26 points for the Miami Heat's second-round pick. And, of course, learned yesterday that he was giving up his jersey number to Giannis. He thought he was going to be wearing 7. He has switched to 4 because, in the words of the Heat equipment manager, the big dog wants your number. So he relented. Now, he was asked yesterday after the game by Cooper Moorhead of Heat.com about has he envisioned a role playing next to Giannis. And this is what Ryan Conwell had to say on that.
I mean, maybe sometimes at night, I may think about it here and there. Obviously, it's kind of hard to miss, just the superstars that we have on our team and just the great players and different things like that. But I try to just stay focused on where I'm at right now, just be in the present. I still have a lot of work to do just to even get to that point and just continue to work every day, be better than I was the day before. And wherever the team sees fit is where I'll be, and I'll just try to keep on working my way up so that I can be dependable for the guys. So I'm just blessed to be in this position for sure.
One thing that I think is interesting is, people are looking at this roster. They don't know the names yet. Everybody's freaking out. They don't have guard play and all that. Look, I would just say look at the history of the organization, and especially the last couple of years of teams that have gone deep into these playoff runs with Jimmy Butler. First year, you're starting Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson most of the season, and you're leaning on young guys. Tyler Herro, of course, was exceptional in his role coming off the bench. And you didn't know what those guys were going to do next to Jimmy Butler. You look back at the Big Three era, damn near Mario Chalmers, while he did start a lot, was not exactly proven. Now, he was a proven winner in college because of what he did with Kansas beating Derrick Rose's Memphis Tigers. But you're still handing the reins, and mind you, they went through that whole song and dance with Mario too, with bringing in Mike Bibby and Carlos Arroyo and then finally, Rio kind of got the keys. They also would find a role for Norris Cole along the way. Eric Spoelstra is not going to be shy. If the kid can earn it, he's not going to be shy to go out there and give Ryan Conwell some run if he shows that he's ready. And it is Summer League. Certainly some of the dudes that I watched on that Warriors team yesterday, you're probably going to see at the Y in a week. But what? You were very horrified by that.
Because it's just a mean thing to say.
You didn't see the guys on the Golden State Warriors second team yesterday.
I did not, no.
We had a guy yesterday, too, who was like, He looked. It was like he looked like he had like a look to him. He kind of looked like Sons of Anarchy. He had like a sleeve tat going down, like this greasy black hair. I was like, this guy looks like he throws on a leather vest after he puts up a double at the Y, and it's just like ready to go, ready to just go throw back and be an outlaw.
Well, I think we'll know what the situation with Ryan Conwell is going to be once they start not letting him play in the summer league anymore, right? I feel like that's how you knew with Kalal was like, okay, like we're happy with his performance.
Yes,
we're gonna sit him out just for the rest of the summer league.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the case the second year for sure. Like they wanted him to go and prove a point. The first year might be a little different. I think the thing that's interesting this year, Brittney, is there's not really a guy because Myron Gardner's been hurt. I think they probably wanted Myron Gardner to be a little bit in this of like the guys who have been in the system that they look to. Yesterday was a young guys game because they didn't play Vlad Gold, they didn't play Jameer Young, they didn't play Myron Gardner, who's dealing with the ankle injury. But I don't know. I think Conwell's certainly going to play. I think early. I don't know how much more because you may be right in the fact of like if he has another hot performance or two in Las Vegas, you may be like, all right, we're cool. Let's let other guys fight it out for roster spots. I could see that, but I will say, like, having a performance like that was a good way to see it capped off in Cali. Because while I think in every game he's looked smooth, real smooth. He had the spin move yesterday. Woo! Dynamic. But I think that the thing you want to see from him is the shooting. It's like that's the trait. And you saw some of that yesterday. He's not shy. He's been getting up the threes, so that's a good thing. I don't think the Heat want anybody coming in here meek. If you have the means when you're on this roster and you're going to have those open looks again around Giannis and Bam and the gravity they bring, guys got to shoot. They cannot be out here scared. They got to take advantage of those opportunities. So it was a fun day though yesterday for everybody on the Heat youth pipe for Miami. Meanwhile, Pat Riley, they welcomed yesterday Tim Hardaway Jr. Been some goosey stuff as he is, reminiscing. He was meeting with Riles yesterday, put some video of that out, and then they went and they had a little meeting with Spo. Spo's excited. He looks like they've been wanting Tim Hardaway Jr. for a while, so I'm glad that whole matchup has finally happened. It looks like it's gonna be real fun to see what he brings to the table for this Heat team.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he can. I feel like it was like destined to happen. Like I feel like every free agency or trade, we're always like, I feel like he's always in the talks.
Yes,
and so I feel like he's fulfilling his destiny coming to the Heat.
It did feel destined.
It did feel destined. And I love that he's wearing number 10.
And then finally, in a little bit of national NBA news, Nikola Jokic. He said that he plans to sign his extension with the Denver Nuggets next summer. He doesn't plan on leaving Denver, but he will sign that extension next summer, which will be for probably the biggest contract in NBA history, I would imagine.
So much for your little theory.
Yeah, I know. So much for your theory.
Yeah, but we got Giannis. I mean, it was kind of sunk when we got Giannis, I can understand. Pat Riley doesn't want to wait. It's pretty good. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
I mean, it doesn't matter because, Joker's going to be sitting here. He's going to be really, here's what's going to happen, though. Joker's going to be on his hands and knees begging for Horse and for Pat Riley to come save him because he knows what's about to happen with Nikola Jović with next to Giannis. And he's jealous. He's like, no, I want to be the guy who's there next to Nikola Jović. I want it to be Jović and Jokic because basically those guys, I don't know if you guys know this. You're going to scoff at this, but you shouldn't. They're basically the Batman and Robin of Serbia. And so to bring that over here would really be a professional delight to somebody like Joker. Unfortunately, he's going to watch Greek Freak become best friends with Nikola Jović, and that's going to make him insanely jealous. Too late. Should have made a stink.
Too late.
Should have made a
stink.
stink.
There's still time.
I mean, I don't know. Time may be ticking. He'll get him every summer.
Yeah. What if the situation in Denver gets dicey over the year?
What if it does?
Exactly. That's my point. I'm saying it's not over. It's not like he's signing the extension tomorrow.
So you want to trade Bam for Jokic?
No.
That sounds what you're saying.
No,
Brittney would never say that.
I would never
It
say
kind
that.
of sounds
Do
like
you
what you're
know me
saying.
at all? I would never.
I don't know. Now all of a sudden it sounds like you want to be.
Is that
you
what you
know,
want?
Is that what you want?
Absolutely not. No.
Hmm.
No, but I couldn't be more clear. I didn't bring it up. She did,
She didn't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
She did.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Interesting.
You were thinking it. That's why you jumped right on it.
I don't even think I need Jokic because I got Jović, dude. Like I'm not really even concerned
Well,
about
can
it.
we
You
also
guys,
can we wait on that one as well, please?
7-9 from downtown against Bosnia yesterday.
That's the thing. I need you to
32
sit.
points.
I need you to. Are you listening to yourself?
No, he's not.
Are
Look
you
at him.
hearing yourself?
Look at him.
What?
You have headphones that you could hear yourself speaking, correct?
Is there a problem?
Yes. Against Bosnia, keyword.
And
Keyword.
Herzegovina.
And Herzegovina. Yes.
Both of them.
I really would love to know the history behind their
Here's the
team.
history. He's never scored more in a FIBA game. Career high. This is a lot of FIBA under this guy's belt. Career high. Probably could have had more too. He showed mercy. He came out with like 90 seconds left.
90 seconds left.
Mercy. That was mercy.
Let's take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. All right, if you guys want to go see Disturbed at Hard Rock Live, they're coming here at the end of July. Jennifer has dug into her stash of tickets. What caller number are we giving away to today, Jennifer?
Caller number 3.
All right, caller number 3 to 305-567-0560. Caller 3 to 305-567-0560. You'll win a pair of tickets to see Disturbed at Hard Rock Live at the end of July. Caller 3 right now to 305-567-0560. We'll get a pair of tickets to see Disturbed at Hard Rock Live at the end of July. So caller 3. We'll win those tickets right now. Currently, we have Argentina and Egypt. Egypt is up 1-0. They get the early goal and get the jump on Argentina. We're at the 22nd minute right now in the first half of this game. So the defending champs on the ropes early with Egypt going up 1-0. So that's where our look is right now. Obviously, Team USA going down in a real thud last night. Brutal. Marlins will be back at it tonight. They are taking on the Seattle Mariners at 6:40. Max Meyer is on the hill for the Fish. Coverage will begin at 6 o'clock. Marlins on deck. Steven Strom will get you going in that one. And that'll get your coverage going at 6. And he does a fantastic job. Jack McMullen will have your call tonight from Lone Depot Park. I don't know who's in the booth with him because they do the old rotation, but whoever it is, they've all been doing a fantastic job. Enjoying Gabby Sanchez and Jeff Nelson and AJ Ramos and Kelly Sacco, whoever's in there with Jack, they all do a great job. So we will be excited for that one coming up. Need something because I got no Summer League tonight. I got no World Cup. I need a World Cup break tonight. I'm going to watch this game. I'm going to watch this throughout the show. And then I think I need a night off because, you know, I just can't get over America losing. All right, maybe I'll
need a break.
Maybe I'll
need a break.
Maybe I'll oversell a little bit. So and I actually got to catch up on Love Island too, to be honest with you. I did not see last night's episode.
Don't bother.
Was it a waste?
It's such a waste.
I don't know how I like how the season's playing out. Because this is going to end with Sincere and Melanie winning, right?
God, no.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
Did they get dumped last night?
No one got dumped last night.
Okay, so why don't you think that they're going to win?
Are you serious?
They weren't bottom 4?
That doesn't matter. They're super toxic. What are you talking about? They're constantly always fighting.
I think
they're not going to make it through.
I think they are.
No.
I think they are. I think they've made it.
No. In fact, he's actually someone who really pissed me off last night.
Well, spoil it. I don't know. Tell me, what did he do? Is it because he said it? I saw some clips where he said that he wanted to marry her.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a gaslighter and a love bomber.
It frustrates me because he's trying so hard to stay in that villa that he will say literally anything to stay.
Well, how much time is left? There's not much time left.
Apparently, it's done on Sunday.
Yeah, so he's made it pretty much. What
are we talking about?
There's only gonna be one more person.
But the fact that he's out here trying to promise her a future that's never gonna happen is absolutely absurd to me.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I have like 3 episodes behind.
Yeah, I think right now, Brittney, I think it's Sincere and Melanie, Caden and Zach, and I didn't see last night's episode, but I know the whole preview.
He's also another one that really pissed me off yesterday.
He's
pissed me off the whole season.
Yeah, he stinks. This
cast has just
he
been terrible.
literally went around in circles trying to tell her after he saw that no one likes him in America.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. When they found out they were like bottom whatever, he spiraled, quote unquote, and he did like the whole thing where he was trying to find pity from America, where he tucked himself into bed, trying to like feel sad.
Oh yeah, that'll get me on your
and
side.
whatnot. Yeah, definitely. Like I can see right through your lies. And then he talks to Sincere, someone who's not sincere, and then they kind of like he tells him like, I want to make it official with her, but not really. And then like they're just dancing around the topic, both of them, because obviously they don't want to be with them for real.
Yeah, I don't. I think he is. I think they're cooked. They're not gonna win.
No, and then at the end, he like
The only reason they would be at the end is because Kenzie got saved basically by winning the challenge.
which was producer, like that was malarkey.
Why?
No, because she should have gone home, and we all know it. She was definitely the least person voted for in that
They're gonna go
scenario,
home.
and they just wanted to keep her around for the theatrics of it all. It was overproduced, and I hate how much production has honestly had an influence on this season. And a part of me doesn't even care.
Though. I think that's because
Yeah,
of the cast. The
was a
cast
bore.
stinks. That's
The
why.
cast is terrible. We've never had this many OGs at the end of Love
Never.
Island.
Well,
Ever.
that you know, and I know they lost a producer unfortunately in the middle of it,
Yes.
so I wonder how much that's kind of affected the show because they just haven't hit any of the notes they normally hit.
Nope.
But I'll catch up on that tonight. I'll catch up. But right now, still 1-0. Argentina is down to Egypt. Egypt gets the early lead in this one as Messi tries to defend his crown and not go home. So we'll see what's up with that with him. Where it is funny, man. Messi. I mean, I want to know how much he is cashing in on this World Cup because that dude feels like he is endorsing everything. Every aisle I go down, I see Messi in a Lay's jersey. I see him in a Duracell jersey. I'm like, this guy must be like Scrooge McDuck when he goes home after the World Cup. He must be doing backstrokes.
He's in every commercial.
Every commercial at the Hard Rock, the Michelob Ultra. You know, he's got it. He's got it made in the shade right now. A man who's also got it made in the shade. That is the great Jason Jackson. Ooh, Argentina nearly did it. Jason Jackson, your radio voice of the Miami Heat. He joins us next. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Oh, look at you. Look who decided to show.
I've missed you.
What's up? Look,
How are you?
Leroy, are you
Dude,
okay?
your arm looks rough, dude.
I know.
How you feeling?
Like Hellboy. You remember the movie Hellboy?
Yeah.
With the red guy with the big ass arm?
Yes.
Jeez. All right.
I feel like I'm driving like a pimp. I gotta drive like this.
Just one arm lean back. All right, well, we'll get to more of your health issues later on. You join us as soon as the great Jason Jackson joins us on the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Your radio voice of the Miami Heat, Jason Jackson, joining us there. Hello, Jax. How are you?
How could I be bad? How can I be bad right now? I'm out here doing what has to be done for the people.
If everything's officially official yesterday, the Giannis news finally goes through, Jax. But like, what has your mind been like with all of this summer circulating? Was it going to happen? The rumors, the back and forth. When it finally becomes official, like, what goes through your mind?
Well, first, it's to be a part of the Miami Heat for 20 seasons plus now. I think season 23, my Jordan season coming up. You just know the deal, right? But I'm also a human being, so you get excited about the possibilities. Then you get the reports from Shams confirmed by, Anthony and Ira and Tim and Barry, and then it all happens. But you do have to wait. And I said to somebody recently, and Leroy, you might, first of all, happy healing. I'm glad I'm here. Jason in Greek means healer, so I'm glad you have me on. It's perfect time. But I would flip the calendar for the NBA and make it more like the NFL. I want free agency first, right after the final, and then the draft. And some people disagree with me, but the moratorium and the waiting and the money and the fiscal year and all that. I'm getting too old for all that shenanigans. Give me a pen, give me some paper, give me some announcements. Because I can't, I'm a press release guy. So, but I'm shut down till the press release comes out. So I'm glad there were a few of them yesterday.
Well, Jax, if you do it the way you're talking about, it makes teams more motivated to make moves before the draft.
Yeah, man.
And they kind of sit back and kind of say, well, we want this, this, and this. But in a draft like this, there were a lot of teams making moves to get into this draft because it was supposedly a really good draft. If you just move, right. If you move everything to that time frame, it does make things a little more fluid and kind of gets teams moving. And can we stop putting the wrong hat on?
This is what I'm saying. If you do it the other way around, you just get tidiness. And I'm a big fan of the Tide Pods, and so why not have some tidiness?
Like, all a fan of like what the roster was, Jackson. We tune into every game and whatnot. But D Wade said it last year. I think the word that he used was buzz. What kind of a jolt do you feel like this puts in? Like, what is the vibes been around the building the people with just, hey, a 2-time MVP's now part of the roster?
How about for the third time in Heat history? 39 seasons coming up, right? The third time in Heat history, you're arguably getting the best player of that era, if not one of the best, handful, right? When you bring in Shaquille, when you bring in LeBron, when you bring in Giannis, I mean, MVP caliber player that leads the way, and then everything around them. I was saying it today as I was taking money at the Biltmore from Old Men. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I was playing golf, by the way. Let's clear that up. But the buzz, right? Heat games are always fun. Always fun. Great thing to do if you can do it. But the thing that really, really gets it going is when that star power is radiating every night. That takes nothing away from the rank and file. You got to have everybody, as Shaq calls them, the others. But man, you know what it's going to be like. you know whose feet are going to be on the wood. Can I get the Kelsey family down at 601? I mean, that could happen.
Jax, so
nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted any of that right there. Nothing. I'm sorry. Is it the Swift family? Did I say it wrong?
I don't know. I mean, that's probably if he goes Travis Swift, I don't blame him.
I wouldn't be mad at him.
I don't blame him. What if you're renting out MSG for the nuptials? I think that that's gonna take a lot of sway on it. What do you think?
As Leroy knows, it'd be tough to get back on the east side of Cleveland with that decision.
What do you like? How do you feel for a guy like Bam, Jax? This has got to be such an interesting pairing for him to have a guy of his physical stature next to him. I'm kind of curious to see what this is because he's coming off a 2010 season. Obviously, he's got an itching to get back deep in the playoffs. What do you think this does for him?
It's just joy, right? I mean, this is excitement. It's think about what this defense potentially can be. I mean, and that's the part of obviously Bam's game and resume. I mean, he will demand in a conversation about his now decade in this league kind of a full view of his play, but obviously the leading edge being defense. This has the potential to be one of the best Heat defenses ever. And I hope they embrace that type of pressure and expectation because it does take a little bit of time for all the offensive stuff to get together. We've seen, Heat premier mega teams put together and recognize it doesn't always click in the first season. I'm perfectly fine if it does, but some of that takes time, and it will be an adjustment offensively. Somewhat, I fell in love with Spo's approach offensively this year, and I think you get some of these new pieces going downhill. It's gonna be fun to watch as well. But for Bam, this has to be. I don't know if it's fully a dream come true, but they share representation and they've been battling, and now they get to do it together, and that's special. And I think all the extra pieces, the ones that have been kept, the ones that will be added, also complement Bam's game as well. And so he's. I'll see him soon. I'm headed to Vegas tomorrow night, and I'll tell him that people are asking, and he should get on social media and give a full report.
Jax, this seems like one of the situations where the Heat made every attempt to go young and develop and hold on to players, and it just got to the point that said, we ain't those guys. Let's go do it the way we've always done it, and they kind of going back to that.
I think that was a sizing up of what the landscape was going to look like in 26, 27, 28, and you put yourself in the right position for that. And thank God it worked out.
Right.
And I think while you were going through kind of a youth movement, that was enjoyable. You all might fight me on this. I think, Tobin, you're with me on this. Is that watching everybody who's now not on the roster and those guys that remain show us their baby teeth, watch them fall out, watch those grown men teeth come in. Thank you, Tobin, for watching FIBA World Cup.
What a day it was yesterday, Jax.
I need you to do that for me. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you do. Because I don't even want to look for it. But that stuff, right? How encouraging is that for the pieces that are coming, and then having built pieces that were worth a blockbuster deal like this. I mean, that's part of the management, right? That's part of the strategy, the strategery of being able to do what this team has done now and put itself back in championship contention.
It's such a fun thing, too, because you watch Pelle yesterday. I was watching him against Slovenia. And it's such a different thing because he's getting every shot. He is their team. But so you have to watch the poor guy crash into 100 people the entire game, Jax, to go get to the free throw line 15 times. He's never going to do that in a Heat jersey because of the other star power that's there. He's going to dive for loose balls and connect. But it is fun to see him just kind of get to to as you say, cut his teeth and show a different side of him, bringing that even more to a level. And I think that probably will help coming in because, you know, he's already shown himself pretty capable these first couple of years. And so whatever role he's in, he always just finds like whatever Pelle you need him to do, he's going to do perfectly. And that's why I think the organization likes him so much and is probably glad they were able to hold on to him.
Utter glue, though. He has adhered the glue guy role to himself. So that's glue on glue. That's very sticky. And I'm so proud of him, and I'm excited to see where that's going. We all have to be excited about what's happening for Niko right now, obviously. And the stuff that we're not seeing, right? The continued work and elevation of Drew Smith. And I'm so glad the work is already starting for Davion, like just on and on. And I can't wait to see these new pieces in the mix. Mr. Bow Wow returning, you know, like it's really starting to feel good. And there has to be more pieces. And
right.
And those of us that are sickos, right? And just watch 3 Summer League games out in San Francisco. And like I said, I'm getting on a late flight tomorrow direct to Las Vegas. So I'm in place for the later part of this weekend and the rest of the weekend for the beginning of Vegas Summer League to just, you know, to touch the people, as Battier so wonderfully taught us a decade ago. And it's wild to be back in this mode in early July going, when's the schedule coming out? Show it to me.
You got to. What's the over/under, Jax, on whether the first time Tim Hardaway stops by the booth or is at your desk and you start bringing up, hey, your son's playing with your franchise now, and you're going to see the one tear roll down because he's going to be so goosies galore about seeing that name on the hardwood again.
Well, on the audio experience, we'll mic his face so that we can hear the tears rolling down his face. And then over on, I'm not sure what we're calling the TV shows just yet on WPLG, but hopefully on pregame and definitely on postgame, we'll make sure he slides by. I'm sure he'll be with John and Eric in the booth. And listen, the greatest point guard in Heat history is welcome at all times, and this full circle family experience is one of the most beautiful stories woven into the Heat experience. It makes me choke up a little bit because I think about doing a feature years ago when Junior was still in high school. And I think this is before Pops was going to the Hall of Fame. This is before then, well before then.
Right.
And I went and did a feature in their house about the cohesive nature of their basketball journey together. And Tim learning to be a better basketball father. And that stuff feeding me because my kids were starting to play new sports as they're not quite a decade younger than Tim Jr. So I love the Hardaway family, and I'm so glad that the story that they have been trying to get told and written now will be done at 6:01 Biscayne. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable when you think about it.
Jax, I'm going to do you a favor because you, when it comes to talking on a golf course, you're a Hall of Famer. Like
All world.
Hall of Famer. Okay.
Yeah.
When you get off the plane in Vegas, there's a restaurant called Herbs and Rye. Just go in and sit at the bar because it takes a month to get a reservation.
Okay. Well, I mean, I might call somebody who can call somebody.
It will be one of the most enjoyable eating experiences you have. It's off the strip, but Tobin's been there. Every time I go to Vegas, I go there and eat.
Meat happy hour.
Meat happy hour. I can't explain it. It's open.
Herbs and
Rye.
Rye.
Oh,
Herbs and Rye. Yeah.
Herbs and Rye. Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not going to forget that now.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were sending me to a joint that wasn't going to fill my belly. So I was.
No, you ain't going to have to worry about that. You ain't going to have to worry about that.
Safe travels, Jax. Appreciate the time, man.
Thank you very much. Jennifer, before I go, can I get some tickets to Disturbed, please?
Of course you can.
Thank you very much. Was I the third caller?
You're always the third caller.
Trifecta, you betcha.
Jason Jackson does a fantastic job, and we appreciate him giving us some time. So, how are you feeling? Like, are you in pain right now? Did they give you anything?
No, they can't. I get an MRI on Thursday.
Oh,
Probably go back to because he was like, ooh.
yeah, oof.
Because it's going down my arm, and it's not.
Are you numb, or is it pain up and down the arm?
I just can't bend it. I'm just kind of like weak because there's, it's so much blood in there. So he said it's the bleeding part of it. Like usually if you tear, if the tendon comes off, you don't bleed. It just rolls up in your arm.
Right.
So it doesn't even really hurt. But I must have some kind of tear because there's a lot of blood. And when the muscles tear, there's blood. So I don't know how to get.
Do you think the golf made it worse?
For sure.
I don't know. I wasn't really having a problem. You know what I mean? It's not like a movement that hurt. It didn't hurt when I took a swing.
Jeez.
So, but I can't listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't say it helped it.
That's true.
Because
I have to imagine that it did not.
Because when I got up in the morning, it was hurting, and then I did my little routine I do before I go golfing. And I'm like, oh, I might be able to do this, right? So I don't know. I don't know if it made it worse, but I just know that the only time it doesn't hurt is either when I'm sitting or laying down, because if I'm standing up and walking, I feel like my heart beats in my arm, and it's hard to squeeze my hand, and like it's brutal. I don't even understand how this happens. Like my body just says not today, and no matter what I'm doing, I could be playing dominoes, something just gives. I can't explain it. I thought I was in tip-top shape, right? I try to stay in shape, do exercise and stuff like that. I don't lift heavy weights or anything like that. So, man, I don't know. Maybe I mean, from what I was told, it's kind of a fluke injury, but you already had a tear in there.
Yeesh.
And so you managed to turn your arm in a way that put quick, intense pressure in the same area. I don't know. All I know is that, and you can't really take anything for it until they actually know what it is.
Right.
Right. So, I tried. I even went outside and rubbed some dirt on it. It didn't work.
We'll take a break. Thanks again to Jason Jackson for stopping by.
That's my man. Jackson, he took me golfing one time. And can I just tell you, I don't remember what we shot because he never stopped talking. He was going.
Good call on sending him to Herbs and Rye. That is
yeah.
Anybody in the Heat brass, you want a place to go eat while you're in Vegas. Woo! So good. All right, we'll take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Give you a weather update here. Brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. 91 degrees right now.
Feels like a hundy.
Still a heat advisory going on. So gotta stay hydrated, champ.
Yeah.
Gotta stay hydrated, champ. Get to your headlines here. Those are brought to you by Doral Kia. At a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito, and whenever you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Right now, in the World Cup, Argentina trailing Egypt 1-0 at the break. So Argentina, the defending champs, going to come out with some desperation. We didn't talk to you. Did you get to watch it? I know you're in pain, so did you get to watch yesterday? And what team?
I did. I went to bed with more pain. What can I? I'm gonna just say this. What is the one fundamental rule of soccer? Your ability to do what?
Kick the ball.
How the hell do you kick dirt?
I don't know.
Like, I could line any of us up out there, and that ball comes the way it did. We might not kick it far, but we are going to be able to put our foot on the ball. Is that like a fair assessment?
Yeah. Like, was that the equivalent of the hockey goalie who got too cute in the corner?
No.
What happened?
I think he paused. It was more of a pause and not a missed kick. Like he kind of stuttered.
But why pause?
I know.
Just
when
kick
you know
ball.
you're 20 yards away from the goal, you know that ball's got to get out of there.
Even if you kick it out of bounds, just kick it. Your goal is wide open.
I would say this. We've all been in these situations if you play sports at a high level. For some reason, what you've been doing your whole life just slips and you think of something else, like something you want to accomplish in this moment.
Yeah.
And the simplest of things look like you've never done it before.
I couldn't believe it. I was
right.
Like,
it's like when you see a guy catching a pass, sometimes like his mind wanders off instead of just task at hand. And what ends up happening, he drops the ball right in his hands. He's thinking about running. He's thinking about doing this. He's thinking about, and so I know how it happens, but for that moment, like your only thought is get it out of there. You shouldn't be thinking about anything else. And the fact that he paused and that put him in a bad spot, and then it looked like he kicked dirt. I mean, first of all, his foot hit the grass nowhere near the ball. I could understand if the ball took a bad bounce and you whiffed, but you didn't even kick. I don't know. Like, I try to, and every time I see something like this in sports, I try to relate it to something that has happened to me. And the only time I could put it in like football sense is that sometimes when you're in pass protection, you see two guys, so you sit there and look and don't block anybody.
Yep.
But that's not a fundamental ability of what I do, right? Everybody can't be a pass protector. Everybody can't block. But it's like saying a receiver and he's thrown a little swing pass and it hits him in the face. Like you got one job. Your name, the title's on it.
Yeah, it really is.
Right. I don't know. I feel bad because it came and sometimes what makes things worse is when your mistake comes at the worst moment of the game.
Correct.
Right? It's like till this day, I remember fumbling on the final drive against Ohio State. the one time we lost. It doesn't go away. It never I cannot explain it.
I was
It
actually
doesn't
thinking
leave you.
I was thinking that guy is lucky he actually is for Team USA, because I feel like there are other countries where he can't go home.
Yeah, remember the what was the movie they had, the documentary?
The two Escobars.
Yeah,
two
no,
Escobars.
yeah. Dude, like that was so embarrassing. And I just felt like everybody's vibes were so high going into this
Oh my
game.
gosh.
It's
I was so pumped.
like I said, it's like making it to the Super Bowl and losing 50-10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, and
know,
let's
it was-
put it in context. We know that the other team has more credibility, that may be a little bit better because they've been in those situations before and the US has. We know this.
It's been like every time the Dolphins have made the playoffs for like the last 4 times,
That happens.
and they just get
Right.
boat raced in the first round. Like they don't have
Right.
any chance to hang with
Right.
a real team. And it's just, whether it be the Ravens or the Steelers or the Chiefs, like they just get absolutely annihilated. And we're starting to think this is the year, because it's not even Super Bowls. You're right, like, but this isn't even the Super Bowl. This is like first real competition, taking
It's
on
like divisional round.
right.
So let's think of, and I know this sucks, but let's think about it this way. The US is the 16th ranked team in the world. Guess where they finished?
16th.
Right. Like, so, and again, when I saw that, I got up and said, I'm not going to sit here in pain and watch this nonsense. I went to bed.
You just were done after
3-1.
3-1.
I was just,
I was
because
the whole way.
Me too.
the hardest thing, and we kind of go back and forth a lot about this. The hardest thing for me to do, talking about sports and watching sports, is understanding and being in that situation to be overcritical, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I will always be critical of the basic things in said sport.
That's what it is. It's like,
Right.
look, if you went out there and you saw that a team, if they lost 2-1 filthy or even 3-1, but it was a good game back and forth, they tack one on.
Right.
But to lose in such a whimper and disaster,
It just looked like when the game started, the energy that you had played with the last 3 matches, you didn't start the game off that way. You
no.
were kind of sitting back, waiting to see what the other team would do. And that right there was not a mark of what they had done this whole World Cup. So I was a little shocked at how passive they were early on, right? I guess you got to be in the moment more. I don't know. I don't know that, when you get in moments like this, you have to understand what got you there and continue to do that. I always swore this. There are times when you get in this moment where coaches overcoach. Like they want to have the best game plan ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times you go the opposite, that you be true to who you are, what you've done best all year, and tweak it a little bit, but you always have your base because that's what got you here. And if at any point in time, right, you try to deviate too far from that, it always seems like teams struggle in all sports, right? Like you see it all the time when you see teams in basketball who've played basketball a certain way, and then another team comes out and starts shooting threes, then you try to respond to the threes and you're out of your game.
Can we just make that dude Holland a Panther and let him be American the next World Cup?
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Can we make some?
First of all, he looks like Thor. He's the biggest thing on the field.
He is.
And he seems like he moves faster than anybody.
That's
and
crazy.
he's very nice. he's very nice. They show him the whole time. They're tugging on him. They're pulling on. He's smiling.
We'll take a break here on the program. Right now, Argentina remains down 1-0. Second half is underway. We'll see if Messi and the boys can get the comeback. Egypt went up early in this one, and they hold on to that lead right now. We take a break. We're back after this. It's just nice over these last couple of days. True friends are stepping up and appreciating my time watching FIBA basketball. It's been nice. I appreciate Jason Jackson.
Can I
Realizing the
ask you a question?
importance of watching Sweden versus Slovenia.
If that subscription was monthly instead of for the year, would it have already been canceled?
No, I probably would have re-upped just for this month, just so I could watch these games. I mean, they're not back again until until August, but Sweden got eliminated yesterday, so all that's left is Serbia, which Serbia is an absolute machine.
Yeah. How about thank you for someone on the chat. Can you please tell Leroy?
Up 2-0.
Oh, he took off his shirt. That's a yellow card.
Maybe somebody took it off for him.
No, it's still a yellow card. Don't distract from the fact that you have to tell Leroy what you said about Pelle Larsson.
What did I say?
You don't remember?
I think I said something to the effect of he's basically Swedish Dwyane Wade.
There you go.
Exactly. Exactly, Leroy. That's what we dealt with.
Why? Do you understand why we argue so much? Do you understand why I get so mad at you?
Okay, but
he also said
who's your favorite Heat player?
Dwyane Wade.
Why the hell would you say that?
And
besmirch a word you use. Besmirch that guy.
I don't feel like I'm besmirching.
Yes, you are.
I'm very careful. I meant this.
Pelle Larsson's going to be D Wade.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said okay. See, this is why Brittney is a finagler of the truth. Okay,
what?
She manipulated context. What I
said. -1 immediately for deception.
You are lying. Do we have audio of this?
Hold on. What I said is for Sweden, he basically is Dwyane Wade because for Sweden,
he can't shoot.
Leroy, listen to
I understand.
us, okay?
He can't
Don't
shoot,
listen
but
to Tobin.
-1.
He gets to the free throw line like a demon, and
because he can't shoot.
It doesn't matter. He gets to the free throw line like a demon, and so like yesterday, I was talking with Brady Hawk. And he said that I said he's kind of like Swedish SGA, but I'm like, watch him. He's not flopping like a fish like SGA. Contact at the rim like Dwyane Wade. That's what he plays like.
Dude,
you're so done, Tobin.
Why?
All the
-1.
When I texted just because I was really scared, okay, being in the same room with him.
I don't understand.
Very caffeinated.
I don't understand.
Can I just? I'm gonna say this as best as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Just stop.
Hold on.
Stop. Stop. No.
I'll be clear about this.
No. Because if I would wait.
You're being
let's all take a show of hands here. If I had said something like that, he would have jumped down my throat and went, "What?"
Not true. I would have been because I would have been excited that you think of that of Pelle Larsson.
But I don't. Nobody does.
You should have seen him yesterday against Slovenia.
D Wade is a Hall of Famer.
Understood. This is I'm basically saying on the FIBA ranks for Sweden. I don't think you understand what Sweden is, right? Sweden is like, they're not even a play-in team, right? Sweden is an afterthought when it comes to FIBA. And this guy went out and beat a former Eurobasket champion. Now, they didn't have Luka.
You know what we call that? You know what we call that here in the States?
What?
A looter in the riot.
But he wasn't a looter riot. He led them to a win.
Yeah, because he can't shoot.
Dude, I don't know why you keep mentioning the can't shoot thing. He still put up 31 points.
What is his stat line?
I think he was, let me get it exactly. Hold.
Leroy, he was unbearable.
And don't let him lie to you. He didn't say that he was the Dwyane Wade.
Is I'm so mad at him right now.
Exactly. Thank you.
He was 10 of 21 from the field. All right, efficient.
That's not efficient because he didn't make all the shots that he went to the foul line with.
Well, he did miss a lot of free throws. That's true. 1 of 8 from 3 and 10 of 15 from the free throw line. So he left meat on the bone. And
you know why he left meat on the bone? Because he can't shoot.
Well, here's the thing, though. I want to because this
shooting is the meat.
You can't
making
be a
shots is the meat. No meat. Okay, he's a vegan basketball player.
No, that's not true. You can't be a box score watcher, okay? Because here's the thing: when you're Swedish Dwyane Wade, Dwyane Wade will tell you got to keep some guys honest. So, every once in a while, you got to chuck up a big shot. Dude, Leroy, Pelle Larsson was pulling up from Steph land at certain times just to keep the defense honest. So then he can go and drive.
Nobody cares. He can't shoot.
He can shoot. He's gonna be able to shoot. All right. Just because he was 1 of 9 the first game and 1 of 8 this last game doesn't mean he can't shoot. It was a cold.
Let me get this straight. 2 of 17 from 3.
That is statistically the number.
And he had, and listen, I like Pelle, but he need to be called out for this. He had the audacity to keep shooting from 3, and you say he pulled up from Steph land?
That's why he's Swedish Dwyane Wade, though, because he has nobody around him. And when I say Swedish Dwyane Wade, I'm looking more like 08, 09 Miami Heat. Remember when Chuck called
out here
when he said it was,
of course,
Michael Jackson with a bunch of Tito's? That's kind of what it is for
you mean,
Pelle Larsson.
In other words, in Sweden, it would be Michael Jackson with a bunch of Timus.
Yes.
Dude,
I'm telling you.
Can you stop this lunacy?
Brittney is completely misclassifying what I said. I did not say that he's Dwyane Wade. I said he is Swedish Dwyane Wade, which he is the Swedish version of Dwyane Wade for Sweden.
No,
I am not sitting here. That's what I said, dude.
No,
anything that they say is a misrepresentation.
Hey, Tobin, I want you to look me in the eye. Are you telling Whoppers right now?
No.
He was laughing the entire time, too.
I'm not laughing.
He
I'm not
was
laughing.
grinning.
No.
He couldn't even look at us.
I'm not laughing.
No,
I'm not laughing.
Hold on.
No.
Let me find out right now.
No.
So I haven't been here. So please, Twitch, tell me what's happening.
They all are agreeing with us. They all
They
are
said Pelle is Swedish.
I would never
Sweden said Pelle is Swedish Trevor Ariza.
Trevor Ariza in his prime would be a pretty good thing to come over to the Miami Heat, but he's not that for Sweden. For Sweden, he is Dwyane Wade. He's the A1 option. He's Batman.
That is not what you said.
That is what I said. Fine, what
Segato said.
I will.
Pelle's not D-Wade.
I will.
You're misrepresenting me.
No, I am not.
You are a finagler
No,
of
I am
facts. Not. You are.
Oh, dare you.
Dr. Tabaka said Pelle is boneless
Louis,
wings.
don't bring him into this. You don't even know what you're talking about.
You weave in and out of the truth like Lewis Hamilton.
Oh,
that's what
leave him out of it.
Hey,
Where's
Luis Benito said, I call him basketball Barbie.
He's very handsome. I mean, and now he's got the headband.
Hey, but can I just say this? Just because he's handsome don't mean he can shoot.
Okay, but I don't know why you're stuck on the shooting. He still got 31 points and just left some bean on the bones of the free throw.
Looter in a riot.
A looter in a riot would suggest that he loses.
Think about this.
He beat Slovenia.
If he was 10 of 15, right?
Mm-hmm. No, he was 10 of 15 from the line.
From the free throw line. Right. So that means 10 of 21. That means he was like 10 of 30.
What?
10 of 10. Because if he had that many shots, he wasn't getting N1s.
He was getting N1s. He was getting N1s.
All right.
10 of 21 is not inefficient when you get 31 points and you get to the free throw line that many times.
Yeah, but that's one of
his
those
only inefficiency was the shooting, as it was the 3-point shooting. But on twos, he was super efficient. I mean, if you take that out, what is that? He was 9 of 13 from inside the arc. That's super efficient. You're misrepresenting, dude. I thought you were a math major.
Okay. Can I just say this? Some 10 for 21s aren't the same. Okay.
You're right. When
you go to the foul line that many times, you chucking up a bunch of shots. So that means he shot the ball about 30 times. Right?
Yeah,
at least.
But if you get fouled, you get free throws. Like they can't guard him clean. They have to cheat. That's why you get free throws. And you keep saying looter in a riot. They won. You can't be a looter in a riot when you led your team to a win. A historic win, I may add.
When he scored 31?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you said you were out of it.
Well, that's because he only gets to be there for 2 games. So he has to pick up the slack. They won their 2 games, but they didn't have enough of a resume because Sweden is not a European power. That's why he's Swedish Dwyane Wade.
So you basically putting he's like the equivalent
No, it's really
of Steph going to Davidson.
Yes. Yes. In
No.
FIBA rankings, yes. He is Steph
Dude,
Curry and Davidson.
Except
without the shoe.
right now, if my arm didn't hurt, I'd be more angry. But this is lunacy. This is
It's not
crazy.
He gets to
Swedish
go.
Dwyane Wade.
He has to go star for Sweden.
And can I ask you? All right, let's put this out there. Are you manipulating what you said?
Of course.
And if I heard what you actually said, I won't get the same thing out of it that you just.
The only person who is a manipulator here is Brittney. She has laid me out to dry here with a ridiculous.
Tape don't lie. Tape don't lie, though.
Tape don't lie. Don't
Well,
lie.
you haven't played the tape yet.
I have to go grab it.
Convenient, dude.
How is that convenient?
Because you sit on a throne of lies.
I do not.
I did not say he's the next Dwyane Wade. I did not say.
segment.
I did not say
he's
on this show. I did
Tobin,
not.
Tobin,
Now you guys are being
if
bad.
I hear this, and I don't get out of it what you just explained to me.
Who do you I can't
I
believe
know what I'm gonna get, Brittney. I know what I'm gonna get.
Dude,
I know what I'm gonna get.
I got to be honest with you.
You and
these two
don't have names. Absolutely not. That's not what you said.
You two are like Sean Payton and Bill Belichick plotting to break down Shula's record. You're two
Don't
weasels.
come at us like
You're
that.
two
How
weasels.
dare you?
You're two weasels.
How dare you?
You guys think I sat on this radio show? Let me get this straight. You think
Here
that
we
I
go.
sat on
Here
this
we
microphone
go.
and I
Is
said
he
that?
sincere?
Hold on.
Yeah, no, I feel
You guys-
gaslit.
no, I just want to be clear.
Is he
I
sincere
want
right
to be
now?
clear here. You two think that I sat on this microphone and said that Pelle Larsson is the next Dwyane Wade.
That's
You
not,
think I said? You think I
no,
said that?
That's not what you
That's
said.
not what I
That's
said.
not what I said.
That's
That you
not
said.
what Brittney said.
That is
not
what
what
you
I
said. I
said.
said. That is what you
You're
said. I
already
said.
trying to twist
That
things
is what
up.
you said. I said.
You're trying
You're
to
a
twist
gaslighter,
things
dude.
up.
You are a gaslighter. Where, like, honestly,
Oh my God,
where
he
is your
stresses me
Zippo?
out.
Like,
Stresses me out.
gaslighter, dude.
You are
This
crazy.
is crazy.
No,
right
literally,
now.
you're
In
crazy.
my notes, all I have is where he said Swedish Dwyane
Yeah,
Wade. Mm-mm.
for Sweden.
That's not
You
what
never
you
said
said. You never
Sweden!
clarified that.
I think it implies itself.
No,
I think
what
it
it
implies
implies
itself.
what it implies is he's
Wow.
D-Wade, except he's Swedish.
No, he's Dwyane Wade for Sweden.
No, that's not what you said, Tobin.
Okay, dude. All right, gaslighters, the two of you. The two of you. Ridiculous.
I can't believe I'm coming back to this. I like.
You
Not
should
just
have
how
known
we
when I
felt.
sent you the text.
We sent you a text message on purpose.
I know.
Send an SOS out.
Mm-hmm.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. The soccer tournament is here, and we're giving away a soccer swag bundle valued at around $300 from our friends at Sinbad Sports in Coral Ridge, in Fort Lauderdale, the Coral Ridge Mall in Fort Lauderdale. If you guys want to win, today's keyword is jersey. Text the word jersey to 20357. Text jersey to 20357. For more information, go to WQAM.com. It's text contest. Message and data rates may apply. Don't text and drive. Marlins back on the diamond tonight. They take on the Mariners, and that game gets going at 6:40 is your first pitch with the all-star Max Meyer on the hill. Got to figure the Marlins give a little nod there to their two all-stars today. Yep. Back at home.
Pretty cool.
And they get introduced, and hopefully could take Seattle, take them out. But the Marlins got a better record than Seattle. Seattle is, I think they're like 3 over, and they don't have King Julio. He's got a concussion, so that helps.
Although a concussion in baseball,
I don't know how he got the concussion. I just looked on the injured list and saw that he had a concussion. I don't know if he got
hit.
Or, well, he's an outfielder, so he could have run into the wall really fast.
Oh, that's true.
But I think those are like the only two ways, right?
I mean, or sliding into somebody, like head first.
Yeah, I have seen that. Like they really they really take that out now because
can't kneel in front of the plate anymore.
Yeah, Buster Posey got hurt one time. I mean, you guys don't remember this, but this Buster Posey,
I do.
Great player. Yeah, I know you, but Buster Posey, great player, multiple-time MVP, Gold Glover. He was like the golden boy of catching, right? He now, I believe, runs baseball operations for the Giants. I think he runs the show over there. But Buster Posey, one time, tried to block the plate, and the Marlins had this guy named Scott Cousins, who was intangibles. Like, he had to hustle his ass off. He tried to, he had to run away, he had to run hard to make his way on the roster. He was a hustler. He's a Johnny Hustle guy, right? And he ran over Buster Posey, and Buster Posey broke his leg trying to block the plate. Oh my God. They treated Scott Cousins like a war criminal.
Yep.
Because he hustled his ass off, and Buster Posey was on the tracks when the train came through. And to that day, they have not allowed blocking at the plate. Could you imagine? And it really is, like, I'm glad that Buster Posey's leg is all better. That's great. But could you imagine, Leroy, back in the day, that Pudge Rodriguez, JT Snow couldn't have happened because poor Scott Cousins didn't get his weight up? Like, it's crazy to me. And so they really took a part of the game out. Either way, what do we got here? 2-1 Filthy?
Yep.
Ooh.
There's time.
Who scored?
Time. I have no idea. It wasn't Messi, though, I don't think.
Damn it.
Didn't he score and they called it back?
No, that was Egypt. It should be 3.
It should be 3-0?
It should be 3-1, I guess, if you want to.
Ooh, nice little header.
But they called back one of Egypt's goals and then they scored again.
Or all goalies kicking the ball, unlike ours?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any mishaps.
Nope, the teams that they're playing very well, actually.
All right, so we're in the 79th minute. 2-1. Egypt is on top of Argentina. So, what do we got? We got like 10 in regulation, and who knows on the extra time? Like, it's a wild card. Doesn't feel like there's been a lot of stoppage here, but I've also been doing the show. Did you find that clip of you being a liar?
Oh, me being a liar?
A liar, dude.
You're a liar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's real rich. No,
real rich.
That's real.
I haven't heard it.
31 points. And by the way, gotta tell you, left meat on the bone because he missed a ton of free throws. Okay. Now he can't shoot a lick from 3. He's 1 of 9 and 1 of 8 his last 2 games. But he's also thrown up some weird bombs. Like he'll be pulling up from Stephville, and I'm like, what is he doing? But I think it's just because when you're basically Swedish Dwyane Wade, all right, and everybody needs to like throw 100 bodies at you, double teams, because they just can't contain you. You're going to throw some crazy shots to keep them honest, and then in the nightcap, Ryan Conwell. Wow. Adam Simon, you did it again. You dirty, dirty dog. I can't believe it. Unbelievable, this guy. Can you believe this guy, Adam Simon? How does he do it? How does he do it?
How does he?
Why does he, if you could predict things this great, why would he not just play Powerball? Why do this whole GM nonsense? Because he sits there and he's just like, oh, you want to know something? Oh, you need a second-round pick? Cha-ching. Here you go. I just found you.
Now he's being called
Because that's
out.
what he does. He did it with Pelle Larsson. He did it with Josh Richardson. He didn't do it with KZ Okpala.
I'm sorry. You said that.
Yes.
No, wait.
Yes. How did you not hear that?
I didn't hear it.
How much caffeine
Did
have
you say?
inhaled?
It's every time he
this
comes in
morning?
here with a cold brew.
I'm really
doesn't know how
scared
to
of you
act.
right now.
Every
Look at
single
his
time.
face, and he's chugging it.
And he's chugging it because when he had it earlier, it was already still to the top. Did you just call
Yes.
Pelle Larsson the Swedish Dwyane Wade?
Mm-hmm.
He is the Swedish Dwyane Wade. Like, I know that sounds crazy because I would never
No,
compare
it is
anybody
crazy.
to
It
Dwyane
is
Wade.
does
crazy.
sound crazy.
But I was sitting because like I was trying. I walked around the store a little bit. I was talking to my guy Brady Hawk, and I was like, I think he's like Swedish SGA. He just keeps getting to the free throw line. But he's not
He's throwing names out
he's
there.
not a big
Insanity.
he's not a flopper. Like he's doing it with ruggedness and contact, and that reminds me of Dwyane Wade, which
we
is
need
why
more?
he's Swedish Dwyane Wade because he's from Sweden. And I just think that if you need a second round pick to hit, I mean, look no further than
that's exactly
just
what I-
Adam
that's
Simon.
exactly
So
what I
I
described
know
it
that's
as.
exactly what I described it as.
No, it is
It
not.
is exactly what I described. You guys knew what I meant. You knew what I meant.
Oh, now we
Oh,
knew
now
what I
we
meant.
knew. Now we're supposed
is
to
what I
infer.
mean.
We're
This
supposed
is-
to infer.
This is what two gaslighters do. This is what you do.
How about
If
one
you guys
gaslighter?
really thought that I was going to say that Pelle Larsson is Dwyane
That's
Wade.
exactly what you said, and then you
It's
doubled
not what
down
I
on
said.
it.
It's not what I said.
You're
I said he
insane.
was Swedish Dwyane Wade, which I think is very clear that I meant for
No, he's Swedish.
he's
That's
Dwyane
it.
Wade.
That's it. You literally
dude.
clarified it in the clip.
You
You
guys
said,
are
you said
silly.
he is Dwyane Wade. That's why he is Swedish
Stay
Dwyane
in your
Wade. You
box.
said that.
This is
Stay in
really
your
this
box.
is really
Your
disappointing
box
by you
in. No,
two.
no.
This is why I had to
like,
make.
You really are.
I had to make the.
Here's the problem.
the video.
Here's the problem.
Oh no!
Messi.
It's crazy how we can hear from downstairs.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
It makes me so.
I was wondering. I was
uncomfortable.
like, was that sound effects?
I
That's
thought it was-
downstairs.
Yeah, it's been happening for a while. I thought it was
Wow.
Can I just say that
Corruption. This is
if
corruption.
I had been here,
I also said your
It-
name after he did all of that nonsense.
it would have been. I would have either gotten up and left or made you apologize for besmirching.
Why? I'm not
Why?
besmirching. I'm
And I
complimenting.
can't. Here's the problem. And I can't understand somebody who loves D Wade as much as you do.
Mhm.
If I had said that, you would have been like, absolutely not.
If you
No
were to think about Dwyane Wade's game, what is the thing that you think about? You think
Making
about
shots.
attacking. You think about attacking. them.
Making shots.
Dude, don't be cute.
Making shots. D Wade ain't great because he attacks the rim.
Come here. Come here.
Are you?
He's actually bringing Jimmy in. Oh my goodness.
Hey, give him a
We love Jimmy around here.
Jimmy,
give him a phone book.
when you think about
Stop.
Dwyane Wade's game, what's the first thing you think about? Damn it. I didn't think he was going to say that. He is right. This is my house. But you know
hey, don't you hate it when you the only one playing that game?
I hate it very much. What do you mean do I hate it?
Tell Jimmy what you said, and then
Tell
let's
Jimmy
see
what
his
you said.
reaction.
Pay
All
for
right.
your crimes.
Do you think it's an irresponsible thing to say that Pelle Larsson is?
He can't even say it.
Seriously,
He can't even say it.
Do you think
He called him.
it's an irresponsible? Oh, no. I'll say it. I'll own my words. Do you think it's an irresponsible thing for me to say that Pelle Larsson is the Swedish Dwyane Wade?
No.
I think he just wanted.
Jimmy, get
He's
out.
lying. He's
Get
lying.
out.
He has a
He
reputation
gets,
of
it.
lying.
He gets what I'm saying.
No, he
He's a
doesn't.
He
flip
gets what-
flopper.
he
He's
gets
not
what I'm
even
saying.
Colombian, and he's wearing a Columbia jersey. He's a flip flopper.
Wow.
Hey, it's hilarious because first of all, it's not like you spoke another language, but in his mind, he was like, "Did he really just say that to me?"
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
You couldn't even keep a straight face talking to him, man.
Well, listen,
You
I
couldn't
feel
even get it out.
this is what's
And
problem.
you said, "Oh,
When you-
my word." So you know what?
I take this as a win.
No,
You gaslighter.
you're a gaslighter, dude.
Oh, please.
Dude, you,
Hey,
you
can I
are
just
all
tell
kinds of
you?
gas.
I'm
Helium,
gonna say this.
nitrogen, all kinds. Whatever's
I'm
in
gonna say
propane
this.
wood.
I'm gonna say this with all sincerity.
Oh, no.
If anybody else had put that on Twitter or said something along those lines, you would have lost your mind.
Why?
Come on, dude.
Dude, he's not sweet. Dwyane Wade is not Swedish. He's from Chicago. I'm not saying he's
The
Dwyane
fact that
Wade.
he's saying this.
I can't even. I don't even have the energy anymore for you.
We didn't even get. I'm glad that we can save tomorrow what Jović did because I didn't even get to talk about that with you.
Yes, you. Yes.
At
Oh,
least he
31
scored.
to
At
50?
least he was 7 for 9 from 3.
What are you only impressed by 3-point shooting? Is that the only thing
No,
that passes you?
I'm more impressed by made shots.
He did make shots. He missed threes. He made shots.
Dude, I'm telling you, when you shoot 30 plus times and only make 10 of them,
He didn't
Even if
shoot
you-
30 plus times. He made.
Huh?
He
he did.
By your
Listen,
logic,
the
by
fouls
your,
don't count. The foul
by your-
shot. Go
no,
ahead.
by your logic, if you make 10 free throws and you make 10 shots, that's 20 of 30. That's not 10 of 30.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Dude, this is ridiculous. I'm done with this.
That means of the 30 shots that he took,
He didn't
only
take
10 went through the hoop, and he was just attacking
That's
to
not
get fouled.
true. That's not true. He was 9 of 13 inside the arc. I'm going to give you a pass because your arm hurts, but that's the only reason right now.
You know, like
I'm
you should have
furious.
gave me a pass with that take because my arm hurts.
Ridiculous. Anyway,
I was sitting
Argentina.
talking to the doctor, talking about my tragic arm, and I get a text. Tobin is on one today.
Argentina and Egypt tied at
Was
2.
I wrong?
The 88th minute. Well, you guys don't have to worry about it. You know what? Like tomorrow is another day. You know? I'm trying. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Leroy, feel better, buddy. I know that you're gonna probably be feeling this one for a little bit, but gotta stay hydrated, champ.
Yep.
We will talk to you rascals tomorrow. Clay, just the
What colors are cake?
who's that? Senor Cinzano.
Oh,
Whatever, dude. You take a mongoose out of the jungle and put it in the forest. It's a ferret.
Clip that because if I was anywhere near you, I would punch you in the throat.
They're so
Everybody-
big.
That's why it's
But-
Tay-Tay's version, dude.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.